Your Highness, take her out and beat her to death. No, no, please don't hit me. Please, don't hit me. I don't want to be Prince's consort anymore. Here's your letter back. I won't dare do it again. I ended up breaking the only person who truly cared for me. From now on, you'll live here. I'll have a trusted maid take care of you. No one will dare harm you again. Is this just another one of his twisted games? Pretending to be gentle at first, to make me feel guilty, let my guard down, wait for me to trust him again, then throw me back into hell. I've seen this act way too many times before. I'm not falling for it anymore. After facing death so many times, I'm completely done with him. If I had to name my biggest regret in this life, it's definitely my moment of weakness when I was young, when I saved him. If I hadn't saved him back then, I wouldn't have married the wrong man, wouldn't be covered in scars, wouldn't have a shattered heart. In this year since marrying into the prince's house, I wasn't totally alone or powerless, but I'd already lost trust in them all. My mother was ruined by his decisions. Now I'm being forced into this marriage by his orders, pushed straight into the sixth prince's house, a pit of fire. He ignored me for over 10 years, yet had to interfere in my marriage. Why does he get to control my whole life? Miss, hope all is well for you at the prince's house lately. How did you end up like this, miss? How did things turn out this way? Doesn't General Han know what's happened? Ruining my mother wasn't enough for him. Now he pushes me straight into hell and watches me suffer with his own eyes. Is he satisfied now? Tell General Han for me when you go back. I'm just unlucky. I'm not worthy of their prestigious family. From now on, my life or death has nothing to do with the Han family. He doesn't need to worry about me anymore. The scars on his arm, the prince's current situation. He's ever done with the Han family. He really does hate me now. I was the one who ruined his life. After that, Han's father sent people over several times, trying to fix things, but was turned away every time. From that day on, he didn't leave any feelings for the Han family. I ruined my daughter, and destroyed my granddaughter's future too. When General Han finally learned the whole truth, he couldn't sit still anymore. He knew better than anyone that every day just pushed Roland deeper into suffering. He wanted a decree to end their marriage, to give Suan a way out, but the court kept delaying it. The more anxious he got, the more helpless he felt. But this time, he was too late. Meanwhile, the sixth prince finally found out the whole truth. Turns out all this past year, he blindly listened to others, treated it coldly and let it slide, pushed the one who actually saved him into a dead end. Too bad the truth came too late. His regret came too late as well. Since then, the sixth prince became obsessed, trying everything to make it up to her.
He sent clothes, treasures, picked the best maids to serve her.
Anything he could think of, he tried to make up for, but none of it ever got her to even look at him, no matter what he did, no matter how sincere he was. Ruyan stayed cold and distant. She deliberately avoided him. Finally, they're all gone. No need to be so formal, big sis. Just how much has he suffered all these years? How could anyone be so heartless? He shouldn't have to go through any of this. Turns out Chen Yuayu's most peaceful days were at the villa. Life was tough there, but at least no one tormented her every day. Big sis, why aren't you eating? Don't you like the food? No, you go ahead, it's fine. Then I'll order a few light dishes for you. No need, you eat, don't bother. Alright. Such a waste. It's really a shame. Boss, please pack these up. Box up everything that's left. Boss? Is there a problem with packing all this up? No problem, no problem. Right away, miss. Yo, are we really packing it all? Big sis, every grain counts. That's not just a saying. Even with ordinary food, we can't waste anything. If you can't finish, just bring it home for later. Sure, we'll do yours. Hey, are we still following Lord Zhao Song? I heard Lord Zhao Song threw out his back today. He probably went home to rest. He must have gone right back to the manor. Let's just stop following. We've been tailing him all morning. My legs are dead tired. I'm heading out too. As much as I love gossip, I'm just too hungry right now. Gotta eat first. How do you even throw out your back just from shopping? You could really learn from your older sister, just be steady and well behaved. I didn't think I'd throw my back out either. Sis just got hurt by accident. She wasn't goofing off. Why copy others for no reason? You just brought this on yourself. Go get the medicated oil. Ouch! Ouch! Please, a little gentler. Ignore him. Keep going. If it hurts, it's working. You need to remember this lesson. Let's see if you dare be reckless again next time. Are you sure you're really my mom? I seriously think I was picked up off the street. You're really not. The midwife picked you up outside the latrine. I felt bad for you and took you in out of kindness. Mom is really savage. Life is actually looking up around here. I'm healing, sure, but it hurts so much. Just stay in bed and get some rest. I'll have the nanny come put on your medicine and give you a massage later. Must she come again, Mom? Is that really necessary? Just rest up. There's no negotiating this. Fine, I'll accept my fate. Your Majesty, I impeach Qin Hanshan, Minister of Revenue. He's too lenient with his family, lacks proper conduct. And his concubine acts brazenly at home. She swapped his legitimate youngest daughter without permission. And after the real daughter was found, Qin Hanshan didn't treat her well. Instead, he treated her coldly and harshly, and ignored her completely. Wow, the dirt on Qin Hanshan finally got exposed. This high society scandal was covered up for so long, but now it's blown up. If Madame Qin ever found out that the daughter she spoiled for over 10 years, her precious darling, turns out to be a concubine's child, wouldn't she break down? But with how much Madame Qin dotes on her and her stubborn streak, she just might forgive Qin Mengdai anyway. She probably couldn't bear to let Mengdai go, even if everything came to light. Host, don't worry. Grand Preceptor Su has already investigated everything thoroughly. The evidence is solid. Even if Madame Qin can't give up and wants things her way, it's out of her hands now. Looks like good and evil really do get reckoned. He abused his power and mistreated his own daughter. This is what he gets. His secrets are all out now. Qin family's good days are over for good. What they don't know is, this whole mess was already part of the Emperor's plan. The Emperor already sent people to protect and monitor all the guards watching Song Yao Yao. Yesterday, they reported everything on her mind, and all of the Qin family's secret communications. When the Emperor learned the truth, he was totally shocked. Never thought a court official of his could be so blind to right and wrong, so stupid and outrageous. Minister Chin, do you have anything to say in your defense? Guo Billion got close to me on purpose from the start and kept trying to win me over. It was all a calculated move. She swapped my daughters and switched out the legitimate and illegitimate girls. She hid it from me for over a decade. She clearly meant to use my status to pave her way and drag me down in the end. Your Majesty, I know I'm guilty. But it was concubine Guo who made the swap behind my back. I had no idea she was scheming all this. I truly didn't know a thing. All these years I believed Qin Mengren was the orphan girl we took in. I never doubted anything. I know what really happened. But you hold high office as a senior minister. You couldn't even manage your own family and treated your real daughter cruelly, so the blame is real. You can't be let off easily. I'm punishing you to stay home and reflect for a month and docking your salary for 3 years. Let this serve as a warning. If you ever mistreat your legitimate daughter again, you'll face severe punishment. I obey your command. Your Majesty, I sincerely ask that the true Qin family daughter, Qin Yuayu, be allowed to stay at my residence and recover. Even if Qin Hanshin is punished strictly and forced to treat his own daughter well, he might secretly pretend to comply. He could still torment the child. Bringing her to the Grand Tutor's residence is the best protection for Qin Yuayu. Approved. I impeach the 6th prince. Gua gua, someone found out about the 6th prince's affairs too. He was impeached on the spot. Oh, Ruoxuan is finally free from suffering. That Lord Censor is really impressive. He won't bow to the powerful. The prince stands up to impeachment as well. He's a true role model. Host, all censors have been like this throughout history. Fair and outspoken, unafraid of the powerful. Even if the emperor is wrong, they dare to speak up. He even offered his lifetime military achievements as guarantee, just to get a good marriage for his granddaughter, Ruoxuan. The emperor appreciated his gentle and refined manner. It was supposed to be a strong alliance, a perfect match granted by fate. But who knew the 6th prince is a total two-faced guy? Yesterday, after learning the inside story, the emperor was really anxious. He feared Ruoxuan would stay and suffer harm in the prince's house, even lose her life. If news gets back to the frontier and old General Han finds out, wouldn't that chill the heart of a loyal servant? Everyone would speculate then. The emperor fears the Han family and deliberately targets them and pushes loyal officials' descendants into disaster. Father, I admit my guilt. I hope the emperor lets the 6th prince and Ruoxuan divorce. Don't let him drain her anymore. Stop ruining Ruoxuan, this precious beauty. Better tear down temples than break up a single marriage. Why does Song Yao insist on splitting me and the princess up? She's just a minister's daughter. How dare she meddle in royal family affairs? How did Minister Song raise his daughter? Gua Gua, the 6th prince, looks like he wants to eat me alive. How did I offend him? I've been watching quietly the whole time. Didn't even say a word. It's not like I exposed his secrets. Nor did I make him bully Ruoxuan. What does this have to do with me? He believed Baijian himself. If he's got guts, go deal with Baijian. Why stare at me? Host, don't take it too seriously. Don't bother with someone who's lost their mind. We should be more tolerant of the disabled. You're right. Getting mad at idiots isn't worth it. Disabled people. I'm disabled? You're disabled. Your whole family is disabled. I'm perfectly sane. I'm totally fine. Earlier, Old General Han sent a secret petition, just asking you two to divorce. He only wrote that your personalities didn't match, didn't give details. I was quite puzzled at the time. Didn't understand why old General Han suddenly insisted on breaking the engagement. But then there was a sudden flood in the south, and a lot of government business. So this matter was put aside for the time being. Thinking back now, old General Han, far away on the frontier, already knew you mistreated Ruoxuan for years. Disheartened, he desperately begged for this divorce. Father, I know I was wrong. I've really realized my mistake. From now on, I'll do everything to make it up to Ruoxuan and treat her well, protect her fully. Please, Father, don't order the divorce. It's come to this. Saying you're sorry a few times, bowing your head a few times, won't just wipe it all away. This past year, there have been countless feasts in the palace, and you always made excuses. Never brought Ruoxuan along. Your mother and I asked several times, and you always lied. She wasn't feeling well, so she couldn't attend. Whether he genuinely regrets it, or you purposely blocked it and hid her away. Did you ever consider that behaving like this put her in a really awkward position? Among all those rich and beautiful people, how was she supposed to fit in? Old General Han fought his whole life, half a lifetime serving the country. He only asked me for two things this whole life. First, a good marriage for his granddaughter. Second, today's request for a divorce. Back then, I misjudged people, wasn't sharp enough, messed up the marriage, and pushed a good girl into misery myself, making her suffer countless pains. Since it's all because I misjudged people, I'll end it personally. I approve General Han's divorce petition. From now on, Ruoxuan is free, can choose her own marriage, and no one can interfere. Father, I truly understand my mistake now. Please take back your order. I absolutely don't want to divorce Ruoxuan. The decree has been issued. What's done can be undone. There's no way to take it back. If you really regret it, start over from scratch and pursue Ruoxuan with sincerity. I won't stop you, but I won't allow any force. Only if she agrees willingly. Will I grant you two marriage again? Finally divorced. The whole world should celebrate. Ruoxuan is free from scumbag misery for good. Feels amazing to be free again. Look at sixth prince lost and devastated. Definitely not willing to let go, huh? Classic chasing wife at the crematorium plot incoming. High energy warning ahead. This year's big drama, wife chasing battle royale, is about to start. More juicy stories coming soon. Can't wait to watch. My mind is made up. Step aside now. I continue to impeach. Now impeaching Yongshao, the third-rank Brave Guard general. His legitimate daughter, Ruoxuan, has always been alone and suffered constant mistreatment at home. He let his second wife and illegitimate daughter run wild, deceived superiors and covered up, stole credit for saving lives. Because he allowed people to fake things, mixing up the truth, causing the sixth prince to mistake his benefactor and mistreat the good person, and turning the prince and princess's divorce into today's drama. All this trouble started with Yongshao. Yongshao, do you admit your guilt? I admit my guilt. Yongshao lacks virtue and is ungrateful. Remove him from his position as Brave Guard General. Demote him to 9th rank City Gate Commander. Never to be promoted again? The second wife, Madame Chang, mistreated the legitimate daughter, deceived the court, claimed others' credit, morally corrupt, sent to the ancestral temple, can never leave unless she dies. Illegitimate daughter, Baijian, faked her identity, caused chaos in the court. Even though she's still young, the crime can't be ignored. She's sent to the ancestral temple too, locked up for life. The emperor's move just now was epic. So decisive and ruthless, punishing evil and rewarding good. Vibe totally at maximum. Emergency flood in the south. I've sent people to give relief and inspect. Got a report from the local officials yesterday. Continuous rainstorms in Jiangnan. River waters rising quickly. And the dams we just finished repairing. Sections have all collapsed. My ministers. Any good solutions? Gua gua. Weren't ancient dams all built from earth and stone? How did they collapse so soon after repair? Total shoddy work, clearly. Host, you're too naive. The money for disaster relief and dam repair was skimmed off layer by officials. So very little reached the locals. Budget is way too low. So the locals cut corners just to finish up. Looks like repairs are done, but it's just a facade. Plus, ancient engineering tech was poor. So the river dams collapse every year. It's already an endless cycle. So it's corruption again causing trouble. Does the emperor know these officials' tricks? The emperor knows full well. But the local government is tangled, and they protect each other. So many corrupt officials. The law can't punish them all. Being emperor sounds so stifling. He has all the power, but gets manipulated by corrupt officials. If I were him, I'd strike hard. Dig out all these blood-sucking parasites, and clean them up thoroughly. Your plan is right, host. But the key is keeping corrupt hands off it. Your Majesty needs to send someone utterly trustworthy. An official should take the silver straight to Jiangnan. Skip the Ministry of Revenue's layers of disbursement. That cuts off skimming at the source. Yeah, I know that code. After court, I'll write out the full formula, process, and construction methods for cement concrete. I'll have my dad send it into the palace for His Majesty. I'll come up with the plan. As for carrying it out, picking people and moving things is His Majesty's job. We'll do all we can. The rest isn't for us to meddle in. Right, just do what we can. Then our conscience is clear. After that, let nature take its course. This is beyond ridiculous. These ministers switch moods faster than flipping pages. They're all over the place, changing faces at random. 1 second, the whole room is suffocatingly tense. The next, everyone's secretly thrilled. Their moods keep swinging like crazy. Honestly, I can't make sense of it. Host, correction. When a girl's mood swings, that's called her period. As for these ancient male officials, call it man period. Nice one, Gua Gua. No wonder you're the system that gets memes best. You've got even the obscure stuff down pat. If you have a memorial, present it.
If not,
Why is there such a racket outside the hall? What is going on? Quick, spill the tea. It's total chaos outside the hall. Fresh drama just dropped. I'm logging on live for a huge scoop. Host, the late Prince Yu's family has stormed in to seek justice. Princess Yu. What exactly happened? Your Majesty. Prince Yu died young? I only have Sion left, my one last seedling to rely on. My son may be young and unruly with the odd mistake, but he doesn't deserve this. I don't know who could be so vicious. to do something this cruel and beat him into such a terrible state. Please, your majesty, uphold justice for my son and me. This lady's crying is all fluff and no substance. She's been sobbing forever, without one word of the point. She's dragging it out and stressing me out. So who got beaten? And why? Hosts, sit tight and enjoy the tea. The man on that door plank is the late Prince Yu's only legitimate son, Do Siyuan, the capital's top playboy thug, notorious across the whole city. This time he finally messed with the wrong person. He provoked someone he absolutely shouldn't have. He got bagged and brutally beaten in the middle of the night. And that's how he ended up looking this miserable. See, I told you. Bag over the head, savage beating. The most satisfying scene of the year is here. Evil gets its due. Hurry, spill it. How much evil has this bastard done? This Do Siyuan isn't just unruly at all. He's a depraved monster with no humanity. Do Siyuan spent all year haunting brothels and pleasure houses. If he ran into an innocent, decent girl on the street, he'd investigate her background. As long as she had no powerful backing, he'd just seize her and drag her home, then torment her at will. His methods were twisted and brutal, beyond what normal people could imagine. The torture tools he used were unbelievably cruel. Any abducted girl could last at most a month before being tortured to death. Some girls killed themselves early to save their honor. Some gritted their teeth and held on, only to die horribly in the end. This totally shatters my worldview. This blood-soaked devil, and Princess Yu still plays the victim for him? Her skin is thicker than a city wall. I thought she'd suffered some huge injustice. But he got exactly what he deserved. Serves him right. That beating. Straight up justice from heaven. Alive, he poisoned the world. Dead, he'd just waste land. They hit him too lightly. Those injuries don't come close to paying for his crimes. Even hauling out a coffin for him on the spot wouldn't be unfair. A perfectly good capital, ruined into a filthy mess by this bastard. One more question. Why didn't the victims' families report it? Why let this demon stay free and keep harming innocent young women? Guagua. Host, the craziest part is still coming. If a victim's family dared report it, his lackeys would come beat them at their door. At best, they'd be beaten half to death. At worst, they'd be beaten to death on the spot. Afterward, they'd also be warned. If they dared say one word, their whole family would be wiped out. After being bullied that badly, did no one dare file a complaint anymore? It's not that they didn't want to report it. It's that they had no chance of winning. Once people learned the culprit was Prince Yu's only son, they fell into total despair. In the common people's eyes, officials protect officials, and imperial power plays favorites. Filing a complaint was useless, and it might even cost the whole family their lives. So they swallowed their anger and resigned themselves to fate. That's seriously insane. Has His Majesty gone senile or what? Soft-hearted enough to shield a murderous demon like this. Those guys with the bag were way too gentle. Why not finish the job in one go? And send this trash packing. Blow the sorna, cover him with white cloth, and let everyone start the funeral feast. A lively banquet would have been great. Minister Song is truly the boldest man in court.
He even dares to mock His Majesty in public.
No one else under heaven has guts like that. Host, you just won the funeral feast. Almost got sidetracked. This is a serious moment to discuss punishing a villain. The feast talk was just extra. Back to business. Guagua, who exactly did Do Sioan offend this time? To get bagged and beaten? This is just a villain hitting a wall. Pure self-destruction. A while back, Do Sioan ran into a stunningly beautiful woman on the street. After looking into her, he learned her family was ordinary, with only elderly parents and an older brother who was a junior leader in the army camp. After learning who was behind it, that hot-blooded soldier couldn't take it anymore. He spent days lying in wait with his men, and finally got his chance last night. When Do Sioan went to a brothel late at night for fun, they threw a bag over his head and beat him together. A real service to the people. If it were me doing it myself, I'd crank the punishment all the way up. I'd destroy the very thing he uses to commit evil. Sever the tendons in his hands and feet. Rip out that poisonous tongue. And dump him in a beggar's den to rot. What a pity, really. Just hearing him howl like that now, you can tell they still went too easy on him.
Ahem.
Host, that method would absolutely work. As long as no traces are left, no one could ever track it down. That's just me talking big. Just running my mouth. We should stick to the proper process and handle it based on evidence. That approach would definitely work. With ironclad proof, no one could cover for him. Then where's the evidence? Any precise angle to break through? The evidence is in Prince Yu's back garden. Since we can't act in secret, then let's find hard proof. And make him crash for good, so he'll never stir up trouble again. There's a flower bed in the back courtyard of Prince Yu's manor, and it grows unbelievably lush, with shockingly vivid blooms. Anyone who's been to the manor has seen it. When people asked about it before, Princess Yu always bragged that Do Sioan tended it with great care, but that was all a lie. The flower bed is packed with the bones of innocent women. Pile after pile of white bones became fertilizer, feeding a garden full of flowers. That's the real reason the plants grow so wildly. My God, that's too vicious, so twisted. He tortured living people to death, and even after death their remains got no peace. They were buried in the dirt and turned into flower feed. How is that even human? It's utterly monstrous. A beast with no shred of humanity. Princess Yu. Now that it's come to this, how do you want me to handle it? Your Majesty knows Prince Yu died young. Our manor has no one to rely on. My son and I have lived only on the late prince's old possessions. I beg your Majesty to severely punish the one who beat Sioan, and restore justice for us. Now even those old possessions are long gone, and our livelihood is hard. I hope your Majesty will show compassion, and grant us support and rewards. She let her son commit evil and ruin lives, so her hands are stained with innocent blood too. Not only does she refuse to reflect or repent, she still dares to demand a reward like it's only right. She's really treating the emperor like a free backer, like some walking ATM. Shameless to the core. You're not wrong, host. This level of shamelessness runs in the family. Prince Yu was no good man either back then. Mother and son are exactly alike, equally rotten. The imperial guards dig up the flower bed, and the white bones see daylight again. The countdown to Princess Yu and her son's downfall has officially begun. Unbelievable! Wasn't Prince Yu known as a loyal founding hero? There's definitely something fishy here. Spill it, juicy gossip time. Drop some big news, quick. I'm dying to dig up the truth. Buckle up, host. Time for some gossip. Let's break down this huge secret from the start. Prince Yu Dokai was the sworn brother of the late emperor. He once risked his life to save him. With that favor and early war achievements, he held his high rank as a prince with a different surname. The current emperor has to call him uncle out of respect. He has serious status. His foundations run deep. When the late emperor was alive, Dokai kept a low profile, stayed obedient. But after the emperor passed, and the new, young emperor took the throne, Dokai totally lost it. His ambition went wild. He thought his war achievements were unmatched. He had deep experience. Honestly, he looked down on the young emperor. He hated being below the kid. Started plotting rebellion early on. The timing was lucky trouble broke out on the border, and the court needed a general. The emperor thought Dokai was old and worn out, and didn't really want to send him far away to the cold border. But Dokai volunteered himself. He gave an emotional, convincing speech. Over-the-top loyalty display. Totally moved the soft-hearted emperor. He got half the frontier command talisman just like he wanted. To calm the court's doubts, he left Princess Yu and their only son, Do Sion, in the capital as hostages. He went alone to the frontier with the army. Full control of the troops. No one to check him. Man, this old fox deserves an Oscar. He played the young emperor like a fiddle, didn't let slip a single clue. And all those so-called military achievements, I'm betting they're totally faked. A pure paper war hero. No wonder the emperor couldn't see through him. Dokai was way too good at acting. The emperor was young when he took the throne. The court was unstable. And there was the late emperor's deathbed advice. He kept urging the new emperor that Prince Yu was loyal and trustworthy, someone to rely on. Plus, leaving his wife and kid behind as hostages fooled everyone. Perfectly dodged any suspicion. The emperor never suspected him, not even once. That's just cruel. The late emperor trusted his brother with his heart. But he was planning betrayal all along. Okay, let's get into it. How did he fake all those fake war achievements? Once Dokai got to the border, it was like the emperor's far away. He completely let loose. He won a few small battles at first, barely scared off some little neighboring countries. But that's it. He had tons of chances to strike and win, and end the chaos all at once, really settle things at the border. But he kept holding back on purpose, actively avoided big fights. He was scheming non-stop. If he really put down the trouble, he'd have to return to the capital and hand over the command talisman, meaning he'd lose military control. Without troops, his rebellion plans, wild ambitions, would all be ruined. So he kept the war deadlocked. Did nothing if the enemy didn't move. With this border standoff,
He clung to his power.
and refused to let go. Years at the frontier, he used the excuse of guarding the country to secretly recruit soldiers, trained his own private army, all just to build up for his later rebellion. Even wilder, this guy was greedy for power and women. Totally lecherous. While guarding the border, he built a private villa outside the city and kept over a dozen beautiful women. When bored, he partied every night, lived it up like crazy, had insane energy, basically just asking for trouble. Host, you're worrying too much. He wasn't exhausted. He got himself into big trouble. Died suddenly, horse riding accident. He did not die for the country. He went overboard and partied himself to death. Huge contrast, right? A big scandal turned into fake loyalty and patriotism. That PR move was epic. Dokai was already pretty old and partied nonstop for years. He had a sudden health crisis while having fun and died immediately. That was super embarrassing. Really shameful. His cronies wanted to cover up the whole thing, so they killed all the women in the villa and wiped out everyone who knew. Then they put out a single story. Pretended Prince Yu cared about the war and said worry and stress triggered his heart attack. So he just suddenly passed away. This ridiculous scandal was forcefully repackaged as heroic service
He got undeserved war honors.
and a lifetime reputation for loyalty. Was ancient autopsy really that sloppy? Such an absurd scam, and nobody exposed it. Nothing could be found out. He really did die from sudden heart trouble. And his cronies' explanation matched it perfectly. With the medical tests back then, no one could tell if it was from partying or stress from work. This scam was totally flawless. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. A complete traitor. Got away with fake loyalty all his life. Seriously absurd.
The whole scam.
Only two of Do Kai's closest cronies knew the real story. No officials suspected. No commoners knew. Even Princess Yu and Do Siuan had no clue. They were kept in the dark the whole time. Everyone in the country admired Princess Yu Wanqi. The emperor even felt guilty for years, always wanting to make it up to the loyalist orphan. It was that guilt that made the emperor protect Princess Yu's family every time. He covered up all of Do Siuan's crimes. The emperor really got screwed.
He was sincere for half his life.
But the Do clan played him for a fool. That mother and son duo is so annoying and disgusting. Always playing the victim for sympathy, constantly acting pitiful. Super good acting skills. Totally evil. Dokai plotted rebellion, betrayed the emperor. His cronies went even further, changed the cause of death, took fake credit, fooled everyone. Definitely a crime worthy of family extinction. Okay, spill the gossip. Where are the two accomplices? They're the key evidence to take down the Do clan. They're still high-ranking officers in the border army. Pretty high-ranking. One is Deputy General Fan Qingyun, and the other is Deputy General Hu Chengming. I remember their faces clearly. Too bad I'm terrible at drawing. Can't recreate them at all. Wanted to sketch their portraits for the emperor, so we could lock in witnesses. But failed at the drawing step. Such an awkward moment. Oh, host, forgot to tell you. After the system upgrade, we got super printing power. Any image can be printed instantly. Perfectly restored. Wow, this feature came at the perfect time. It's like a lifesaver. Print those two villains' faces right away. And hand them in with the cement formula. All the evidence is here. Now we can wipe out the last of you Prince's forces. Bad guys can't run anymore. No problem, host. Leave it to me. How much weird stuff does this girl actually know? Even those hidden and forbidden rumors, she knows them all inside out. Guagua, I found a big loophole. You Prince has been dead for a long time. Where did his secret soldiers go? He piled up tons of wealth before he died. Fan Qingyun and Hu Chengming relied on that fortune, and kept raising these private troops for years. These soldiers are totally self-sufficient. They train hard every day, sharpening their skills, farming during downtime, hunting in the mountains. They don't use any court resources, laying low for years, pretty good at surviving on their own. But you Prince has gone cold. Those two are still obsessed with training troops. Do they really want to take over and rebel? That's some guts. But neither wants to be king. They waited and trained for years, just to wait for the right moment, to hand over the entire army to Do Siuan. They're super stubborn. Their only goal is to help Do Siuan take over his father's legacy, start a rebellion, finish you Prince's failed uprising. That's hilarious. Just look at that crying loser below. He totally can't do anything right. If he gets control of the troops, in less than 3 days, the whole army will fold. It'll all fall apart on the spot. Guagua, organize all the troop locations. I'll report everything to the emperor. Eliminate them all at once. Got it, host. Everything's sorted. Prince Yu's wife, Do Siuan. Now things have reached this point. Do you know your crimes? Your Majesty, this subject's wife doesn't know her mistakes. Please enlighten us, Your Majesty. I'm innocent. Please explain, Your Majesty. All these years you took advantage of my tolerance, pretending to act for the court and late king, grabbing innocent girls at will, hurting the people, taking lives like nothing. Did you really think I know nothing? Taking my kindness as a license to do evil. Your Majesty, those are just street rumors. You can't believe everything you hear. No need to argue. Your back garden's flower bed is proof of all your crimes. I've already sent people to seal you residence and dig up the flower bed. The iron evidence will be presented right away. You can't deny it. Your Majesty, spare us. I understand my mistake. Please show mercy, Your Majesty. Take them away and send them to prison. Wait for judgment. Nice, the Emperor is ruthless. No mercy. Really wise. Evil meets its end. Feels great. These parasites abusing their power. If you have something to report. If not, dismiss. We have nothing else to report. Court dismissed. I should have finished work early. This weird mother and son wasted my time. Totally pointless overtime. Old powers hiding deep. Uncovering one drags out even more. So many people are involved. You prince's garden flower bed. Over 30 innocent girls' bones were dug up. Guagua, why did Alwokson suddenly visit? Who are these two, the guy and the girl? They look important. Aluoksuen's intentions are unclear. The girl is General Han's granddaughter, Han Mangxi. The guy is her brother, Han Chuyu. I've met you before, Lord Song. Everyone, please have a seat. She's in perfect condition after rest. Looks much better than before. Kind and beautiful. Such a good girl. But she fell for that jerk, sixth prince. What a shame. You all visited today. Is there a reason? We admire Lord Song for being talented and young. So we came to meet you specially? Can't help it. Talent and looks both impressive. The charm's unbeatable. Host, can't you be a little more self-aware? So young, but your skin's as thick as a wall. Admitting I'm awesome and charming, is that so hard? Will it really make you sick? I'm not sick. Just suffocated by your cringiness. Fresh gossip coming right up. Here's some juicy stuff to wake you up. I'm about to pass out right here. Got it, host. Launching new gossip now. Today's main scoop. Han family's legit granddaughter Han Mangxi. Han Mangxi's dad is General Han's eldest son Han Fei. Trained with the troops since he was young. Super skilled in martial arts. Impressive battle record. He's a true badass in the army. When Han Fei was old enough, he got married. He wed Lady Empingru, daughter of Duke Anguo. They were newlyweds, super loving and close. Everyone talked about their romance, but after 3 years of marriage, Empingru hadn't gotten pregnant. Still no kids. Han's grandma was desperate for a grandchild. She acted right away. She brought her niece Madame May into the Han family, sent her straight to Han Fei's room, just to continue the family line. Keep the Han heritage going. So is Empingru's health the issue? She can't have kids. Not that she can't have them. Her body is just unusual. It's really hard for her to get pregnant. Host, stop interrupting. Let me finish the story. All right, you're the boss. Madame May got super lucky. She's got great energy. Barely arrived and got pregnant. Han's grandma worried about anything going wrong. So she took Madame May into her own courtyard to care for her. Had people looking after her. Kept her safe and healthy. 9 months later, Madame May gave birth to the eldest son. That's Han family's oldest boy, Han Chuyu. He was the first grandchild. He's a concubine's son, but the whole family adored him. His food, education, and treatment all matched the standards for a legitimate son. Had high status. 2 years went by, and Pingru, who hadn't gotten pregnant, finally did unexpectedly. Everyone was ecstatic. And Pingru waited every day. She thought she'd have the legitimate son, secure her place. But things didn't go as planned. Ended up giving birth to a legitimate daughter, Han Jinwan. Another 3 years passed. Madame Mei had another girl. That's Han Mangxi. Han Fei stuck with one wife for life. They got along well. No fighting or drama. Everything stayed peaceful in the house for years. Life was calm. Time went by. The kids all grew up. Han Jinwan married back into her mom's family. Matched with Anguo Duke's eldest grandson, An Lei. Family ties became even stronger. Perfect match. They stayed loving after marriage. Had a son and a daughter. Both kids are cute and sweet. Their days were peaceful and happy. Everyone envied them. But fate is unpredictable. You never know what's coming. Those peaceful days disappeared fast. Suddenly, disaster struck. Han Jinwan was found to have a terminal illness. No medicine could help. No chance for recovery. She only had 1 year left. Han Jinwan truly has it rough.
Terminally ill.
Not much time left. But what's this got to do with Han Mangxi? Han Jinwan isn't afraid of death. She only fears her kids will be mistreated. She doesn't want her husband to marry a stranger after she's gone. Can't trust anyone outside the family. She thought long and hard, and came up with a twisted plan. Why not pick her husband's next wife herself? Just as Prince Six's divorce drama shook the capital, spread all over the court, General Han felt bad for his granddaughter Ruoshan. So Han Shuyu and Han Mangxi were sent to welcome her. The siblings visited Duke Anguo's mansion, ran into Han Jinwan by chance. Saw Han Mangxi was beautiful and innocent, gentle personality. Han Jinwan instantly targeted her. Crazy, this woman's totally lost it. She wants her own half-sister to take over, marry her husband as a stepwife. Han Mangxi is a young girl full of life, pure and lively. Why should she marry a divorced man? Walk in as a stepmom? That's insane. No one would ever take on this mess. Second-hand husband. 2 little kids to look after. Being a stepmom is the hardest role. If you're lax, they call you irresponsible. Neglecting the stepkids. If you're strict, you're called harsh and mean. Can't accept outsiders. No matter what, you're wrong. You'll never please anyone. No benefit at all. Nan Jinwan knew she wouldn't agree. Planned a deadly trick ahead of time. She was going to throw a big family banquet. Invite all the high-class ladies and gents in the capital. Maid servants from Sword West lure Han Mangxi alone. Knock her out. Mess up her clothes. Put her in the trunk and lay on the same bed. Catch them in the act publicly. Brand her as someone who seduced her brother-in-law. This plan is rotten to the core. Really forcing her little sister into disaster. Once her reputation is destroyed, Han Mangxi has only 3 ways out. Forced to marry in shame, shave her head as a nun, or die to prove innocence. No way to survive. Even if she bites the bullet and marries, she carry a bad reputation forever. Never be respected. And that's not even the worst part. She's got an even nastier scheme. On the night it happened, she planned to give unconscious Han Mangxi a forced dose of infertility medicine, 10 times the normal amount. She's extremely controlling and selfish. Afraid Han Mangxi would have her own kids and ignore her kids. So she destroys her ability to have children. Makes sure she can't be a mom, so she can only raise her kids. All to protect her own kids. She's willing to ruin her sister's life. How can anyone be so selfish and cold-blooded? The whole plot is poison. Did scumbag An Lei know about all this? An Lei knew everything, not only allowed it.
He was actually happy about it.
When he first saw Han Mangxi, he was blown away by her pure looks. Han Jinwan suggested letting Han Mangxi step in as mom. He agreed right away. His plans are wild. Han chose the future boss of the general's mansion. Marrying her means wife, nanny, and elite family support. Losers only leech off women. Cling to the wife's family. Evil woman and jerk. Every step is scheming. Totally a match made in hell. A good innocent girl, about to get destroyed by these two. Such a shame, Guagua. Should I secretly warn Han Mangxi? Host, decide for yourself. Miss Han is at marrying age. Has an impressive family background. Easy target for schemes. Capital banquet. People are dangerous. Be careful of drugs or traps. Once you fall into a trap, you'll lose control. Protect yourself at all costs. Miss Han, you seem unwell. Maybe you caught a cold last night. Take 2 doses of medicine and you'll be fine. Take care of yourself. If you feel off, you can skip the capital banquet. Thank you, Lord Jiaosong, for caring. I'm alright. This whole show was carefully set up. How can it start without me? Who's the hunter? Who's the prey? Still unknown. Big brother. Let's talk when we get home. Wow, these are all rare treasures. Each one's worth a fortune. Now we're really rich. One chest is Miss Ou's private dowry. Another chest is General Han's special gift. When I first met Miss Ou, we had no ties. Why was I given such generous gifts? And General Han, I've never even met him. Why is he so generous to me? Got it. I'm just really lovable. Even the flowers bloom for me. Everyone wants to be friends with me. That's why they keep sending gifts. Ooh, this killer charm of mine. Thick skin's a talent too. Sis, pick whatever you like and share some with all the maids. Everyone gets a share. If you want the horse to run, you gotta feed it grass. How to manage people. Balance kindness and authority. I get it now. Time keeps moving. Song Yo-Yo's already used to getting up early for court. She used to need song attendants' help. Now she walks steadily on her own. Getting used to things is the hardest part. Did the song attendants' residents get an invitation? Will young Lord Song attend the banquet? When they heard Song Yao Yao was coming, all the noble ladies in the capital got hyped. Since the last palace banquet, no one's seen Song Yao Yao for a long time. No new gossip lately. Everyone felt life was bland. These noble ladies are so eager to join banquets. The Duke's banquet isn't as grand as the palace, but the food is top-notch. Eat all you want if you like it. Host Han Mangxi was tricked by a maid from the Duke's house. Gua Gua instantly followed to check it out. Mom, I ate too much. I'll go for a walk to digest. Mom will go with you. We'll come too. With so many people watching, Han Jingguan's scheme might not work. The host doesn't need to go. Han Meixi can handle things herself. Everything's set up. Don't worry, miss. All is ready. Princess Yuping. She has a noble status. She's the emperor's niece. Her father, Prince Shan, stays away from court politics. Lives a relaxed life. But he's true royal blood. Very high status. Gua Gua. Who's this chubby princess? She's got quite the background. She's Princess Yuping, Chan Jiaping, Prince Shan's only daughter. So it's her. I've heard so much about you. Finally, I get to meet you. Now it's getting lively. Big plot twists are coming soon. He's been frail since childhood. Needed medicine for years. The drugs caused him to gain a lot of weight. After getting sick, no one came to propose. He knows it's because of his size. Tried hard to diet. There were no scientific ways to lose weight then. So he just starved himself. Went 5 days without water. Didn't eat a grain of rice. Didn't lose weight. Instead passed out from hunger. They called all the palace doctors that day. News spread all over the capital. Since then, Princess Shan sent nannies to watch her closely. Stopped her from using unhealthy methods to lose weight. Now Chan Jiaping is 20. Still no marriage. Some noble sons tried to get close to royal power. Planned to take concubines after marriage and neglect the princess. Prince Shan and his wife saw the truth. Set strict rules. Whoever marries the princess can never take a concubine. Men all love beauty, prefer having side lovers. No one wants just one wife for life. so the marriage is still on hold. Guagua, this plot doesn't make sense. Anyone who marries the princess can't ever take a concubine. That's a hard rule. And Lei not only has his wife still alive, he also has several wives and concubines. How could the prince and princess ever agree to this marriage? Chen Jiaping is getting older. Her marriage prospects are hopeless, so she's been anxious for ages. Earlier at the royal banquet, the other princesses mocked her for being overweight. Only Enlei spoke up for her. He gently calmed things down. It was the first time someone her age was so nice to her. She couldn't stop thinking about it. The more she learned about him, the more she thought Enlei was kind and gentle. She quietly developed a crush. When she found out Enlei was already married, her heart sank. She hid her feelings. Recently, Shan Jiaping noticed the An family was acting strange, so she started investigating. She fully uncovered Han Jingguan's evil plan. She realized Han Mangxi and her brother needed a way out. She went over to help them, willingly got involved, and ended this conspiracy herself. Prince and Princess probably had no idea, right? He kept everything from his family. He came alone today, planning to handle things first and tell them later. What's done is done. This way, his parents have to accept it. After hearing the secret letter, the guests pretty much figured it all out. Nobody knows Han Jingguan is seriously ill, so they're all confused, wondering why she'd plot against her own sister. When he first came to the capital, he wasn't good at social gatherings. I'm really worried. Oh no. Shameless. Kick open the door. MSS's. Seriously, why cover your face if you don't want to see? Why are you blocking the front? You're blocking my view. I can't see anything I want. Come on, guys, help me out. Make some space so I can watch the drama. Bro, what are you doing? I haven't watched the drama yet. No acting up. This kind of filthy scene isn't for young girls. Don't you worry about getting an eye infection? When we get back, Mom needs to have a word with you. When we return today, I gotta discipline this troublemaker. Hurry, separate them. My Jiabin. Mom's good child. You're wronged. Your father and mother will definitely stand up for you. They won't let it slide. It's getting late, so everyone should head home. Oh no, it's over. We're getting kicked out. Watching drama has distance limits. Once we're out of the N mansion, it's like the hot drama just stops. Leaving at this moment is such a loss. Host's drama watching range is limited. Too far to sync with the story.
Lady Anne.
Just now I saw the garden here is beautiful. May we stay a bit to enjoy it? Yeah, the flowers here are impressive. Must be well taken care of. Guagua, what's the next chapter? Hurry up. The prince's wife just lost it and scolded Enlei for being disrespectful. He was totally out of control. She yelled at him for bullying a virtuous princess, ruined Chen Jiaping's reputation. The more she talked, the angrier she got. She lost it and literally jumped on Enlei. None of the servants dared stop her. Finally, Chen Jiaping had to step in, barely managed to pull the angry prince's wife off. Oh my god, they really fought. I missed the most epic moment. My favorite is when they pull hair and scratch faces. The scene of tearing up the jerk got cut. What a shame. We all want to see that showdown. It's already decided. How's the N family going to deal with it? Don't worry, Your Highness. The N mansion will handle everything. No covering it up. I need a real solution. Why the silence? This is tough to decide. The only safe solution right now is Jue dying from illness, so the spot clears immediately, and the princess can be married as the main wife. Master, bad news. Don't panic, so frantic. How improper. Forgive me, master. Young madam is coughing up blood. She's passed out and won't wake up. The family doctor checked her and said she's at the end of her rope. She's not gonna make it past a day or two. What did you say? The elders and madam all rushed to her courtyard. Your Highness, it's fate. After we've taken care of our daughter-in-law, we'll propose marriage right away. Wow, karma comes around. Retribution never fails. Too much wrong brings destruction. Hurting others ends up hurting yourself. Young madam was already seriously ill. Medicine can't cure her. Getting affection this time made her even worse. Nothing can help now. Please accept our condolences. And family. Father, I've agreed with Prince on the deal. Once we finish things with our eldest daughter-in-law, we'll propose to marry the princess. I won't marry. I absolutely won't marry that woman as big as a mountain. There's no way I'm marrying her. I don't like her. You brat. At this point, you have no choice. Prince's family is super powerful. The Anne family can't mess with them. Just behave and marry the princess. If you try anything, you'll drag down the whole family. Don't blame me for being ruthless. Take the young master to his room. Watch him closely. Don't let him leave. Yes. I've already had people check everything today. So it's clear Kirill was behind it all. He carefully set up the plan, targeted his sister Han Manhui. The Han siblings saw through it early. They just played along, went with the flow. Only Princess Yuping joined in out of nowhere, which makes her hard to figure out. No need to think too much. She must have joined on her own. Look at how calm she was afterward. You know she's in charge of everything. Man, the prince couple are crazy protective. The Anne family's never gonna have peace. Mom, we've seen enough of the garden. Let's head home. Okay, let's go now. That's wild. The first wife just left. The next one immediately moved in. That seamless switch was fast, almost unbelievably quick. Hosts got a huge hot scoop. Should we unlock it? Yes, I want all the drama, so spill it. Princess Yuping is already pregnant. It's only been a few days. Are you sure you didn't mess up? Top tech test. Guaranteed accurate. 3 days is all it takes for a precise result. Guagua really is the best drama tool online. That's not all. The princess is having rare twins. Wow, that's some crazy odds. Han Jing calculated everything, risked everything for the plan, even ruined her sister's future to protect her own kids. But in the end, as soon as she's gone, the new wife comes in with twins. Now the princess has her own kids. No way she focused on raising the first wife's children. Not deliberately tormenting. That's already mercy. Scheming all your life. It all ends up empty. Well, that's fate. That's life. Did you hear that? Oh my God. Be careful, you guys. Don't cause trouble. Don't worry, Mom. All right, let's go. Young Master Song and Miss Song are about to head out for some air. We're thinking of taking a stroll. Still haven't decided where. If you don't mind, I'd like to invite young Master Song to sit at Bub Tea House. Would you join us? Sure. Please wait a moment. We'll get ready and meet up. Never experienced a tea house in ancient times. Perfect chance to see something new. Something's wrong. They were fine when they went in. It hasn't been that long. Why do they look so pale now? Did the Duke's residence cause trouble again? Interrogation done. The Duchess sent someone to invite Han Manxi and her brother for questioning. She kept accusing them forcefully. Her attitude was rude and aggressive. Han Chu argued and defended, but the Duchess said she disrespected elders and acted recklessly. She said all sorts of harsh and humiliating things. Han Jingguan schemed cruelly against her own sister, ruined her life. The Duchess didn't mention it at all. That comeback was already gentle, and Enlai got a legitimate prince's wife for nothing. If it were me, I'd go big right away. Get some strong guys to set up Enlai, catch him cheating in public, make sure he's disgraced, completely ruin the Duke's residence. See if he can still act arrogant here. Young Master Song, Miss Song, let's head out. Meow meow. This is young Master Song. She's the only female official allowed in court. The one next to her is her sister, Song Qingling. Miss Song. Both are daughters from my aunt's family. Years ago, they both married into the capital. The one with the oval face is Mei Yingshu. She married Assistant Secretary Du Yizheng. The round-faced one is Mei Ruting. She married Ma Jinglin from the Lu family. Nice to meet you, young Master Song. Nice to meet you, Miss Song. No need for formalities. Let's just sit and chat. Guagua, what's wrong with Mei Yingshu? Why is she so hungry? What's going on with the assistant secretary's household? How'd they let their mistress get so hungry? Actually, Mei Yingshu is Han Nangxi's real cousin. She's the daughter of Aunt A's older brother. She's really had a tough life. She's been married to Du Yicheng for years now. Her belly hasn't shown anything. Her mother-in-law complains every day, calls her a hen that can't lay eggs. She picks on her in new ways every day. Yesterday, that old lady punished her again. She had to kneel all night in the ancestral hall. When she finally let her out, she didn't let her eat. Just made her go to the Duke's mansion to mourn. She hasn't eaten in 2 days and she's starving. She followed you all to the tea house. She just wanted to fill her stomach first. If she goes home, she'd probably go hungry again. How could a mother-in-law be so cruel? All right, not having kids isn't always the woman's fault. Maybe her son has a problem.
He might not be able to have kids.
They should really go see a doctor. Can't just blame infertility on the woman. Hurry up and speak. Host, it's not what you think. They've been married for years. Du Yicheng has never touched Mei Yingshu. Mei Yingshu's still a virgin. How could she even get pregnant? Whoa, this gossip is wild. Is Du Yicheng behind all this? Back when they just got married, Du Yicheng told Mei Yingshu he was injured and couldn't father children anymore. He also asked Mei Yingshu to keep it secret. When Mei Yingshu heard it, she was completely shocked. She thought about it for a long time. Since her family was in decline, she didn't want to bring trouble to her family. She was already married here. So now she was part of the Du family. So she just endured it. These past few years, her mother-in-law kept tormenting her. She never told the truth. She was bullied too much. So Du Yicheng finally stepped in to stop it. It's not because he cares about Mei Yingshu. He's just afraid his mom can't control herself and will end up killing someone. Seriously. That's pretty messed up. You get what I mean, right? Is it because he's disabled and can't do anything? Or because he's weak and just watches? Poor girl, what a tough life. What does Mei Yingshu even want? She must be a total masochist. Hey, host. That's not how Du Yicheng said it at all. He's not hurt at all. Wait, he didn't get injured. Does he have a crush on someone else? Was forced to marry Mei Yingshu. Host, you guessed wrong this time. Let me explain. Forget about him. He's just an outsider. Du Yicheng never liked women. He likes men. Tell me more. When Du Yicheng was little, he already knew his preference. Because of strict family rules, he hid it for years. One time, while hanging out at a brothel, he became interested in a guy named Lu Su from Qingling. Du Yicheng paid to free him and kept him in a golden house. At first, Liu Su resisted a lot. Slowly, he started to like Du Yicheng. Don't stop. Spill more. Because his family kept pushing him to marry, he married Mei Yingshu to cover up. He fooled her for years, making her bear the label of infertility. So it was all a lie? So juicy. Why is he crying all of a sudden? Probably from being hungry so long. Finally got to eat. Are Du Yicheng and Liu Su still together now? Yeah, they're still together, just not as faithful as before. He brought back 3 more men. The 4 all fought to win favor, almost killed each other fighting. The house was chaotic every day. For a rotten cucumber. 4 men fought till they were bloody. Is it really worth it? Even crazier stuff happened next. After fighting for a while, the 4 developed feelings for each other. Du Yicheng supports them all. 4 men live together peacefully. No more fighting. Du Yicheng is just a total sucker, just paying for 4 men full time. Serves him right, totally his own fault. Exactly, host. He isn't innocent at all. He brought it all on himself. Du Yicheng is shameless. He indulged himself, but ruined Mei Yingshu's life. Let her be cursed for years, tortured endlessly. Where's the private house for those 4 men? Number 72 Chunliu Lane. Next time Du Yicheng goes over, Mei Yingshu should bring people to catch him in the act. Expose his fake gentleman mask in public. Let everyone see his ugly side. No need to wait. He's already at 72 Chunliu Lane. Wow, meeting up in broad daylight. He's way too eager. Are they hooking up right now? They're just hanging out. Why are you so worked up? Here's your chance. Let Mei Yingshu bring people to catch them. Need an excuse to get everyone over there. With Prince 6 around, he won't dare fight back. So this prince has always been just a tool? Only Mr. Song dares to boss me around. We're pretty much done with the snacks. Why don't we go somewhere else for a change? Sure, now that we're finished. Going out for a walk sounds good. Shops in Chunli Lane are pretty unique. We could stroll over there. Great. Let's head out right away. Yingshu, your husband is over there. Yeah, it's him. Why would he show up in a place like this? Who are you all? What are you doing here? Ladies, please enjoy these treats. Oh, this is too much. It's fine, just a little snack. Don't be shy, ladies. Auntie, can I ask who lives at number 72? Listen to me, young lady. Don't snoop about this house. Number 72 is really messy. Come on, Auntie, tell us, please. My relative hasn't come home in ages. The family is worried. He was seen around Chunliu Lane. Number 72 is the most mysterious. We're only asking because we have no choice. So you're looking for someone? Don't tell anybody else. Don't worry, Auntie. I won't say a word. 4 young men live in that house. Their relationship is anything but normal. That's actually true. If your relative's in there, take him home right away and straighten him out. Prince 6. Please ask your guard to open the door for me. Who dares to break into someone's home? Get out, all of you. Du Yichen, you shameless liar. Get out here now. Your humble servant greets Prince 6. All these years, have you ever felt guilty at all? Feng Fu, stop right now. You owe me all of this. I took all the humiliation for you, and you lied to me all these years. How did you survive all these years? Prince 6, I beg for a divorce. If you don't agree, I'll report you to the authorities. You lied about marriage and fooled everyone. You purposely ruined me. You never shared a room, but made me carry all the blame. You let me be humiliated. I have to get justice for this. Turns out it's just a couple fighting. And it dragged out such a big deal. That lady's really been through a lot. She's suffered for years for nothing. Gua Gua hopes Mei Yingshu can get a clean divorce. Du Yichen, that jerk. He ruined half her life. He's so hateful. Are you guys still hanging out? Not anymore. Then let's head back. Wish I'd known this would happen. No need for all that back then. Gua Gua drop a super juicy scoop now. The kind that wakes you up instantly. Got it, host. Top level breaking hot tea coming up.
Today,
We're exposing the biggest gossip about the imperial secretary. Guo Waiyu holds the post of secretary. He's a key figure in the court. His first wife Ding Rulin comes from a military family. She's the eldest daughter of Ding Yushin, general of the left guard. But not long after the wedding, he took on 4 concubines one after another. The couple drifted apart. Old feelings got worn out by all the drama at home. They seem polite to each other, but it's all just surface and formality now. The Guo family has 1 son and 2 daughters. Eldest daughter Guo Muyu, youngest daughter Guo Muting. Eldest son by the main wife, Guo Hongshuan. Gua Gua, are you kidding me? This is your explosive gossip? Just another concubine in the back house. That's basic for the powerful, not juicy at all. Host, hang on. The real stuff's coming. Here's the real gossip. His main wife's son Guo Hongshuan traveled away early on. He happened to save a pitiful woman named Kang Peiyi. Guo Hongshuan wasn't married yet then. But he secretly rented a house outside and settled Kang Peiyi there. Quietly kept her as his mistress. Guo Hongshuan was getting older. He was at the age to discuss marriage. The Guo family started arranging a noble match for him. He publicly said he didn't want to marry. He already loved someone else. Madame Guo secretly investigated and found out. Her teenage son had secretly kept a mistress, and the mistress was already pregnant. Once the news spread, Madame Guo almost fainted from anger. Secretly keeping a mistress, getting someone pregnant before marriage. If this got out, all Guo family's children's marriages would be ruined. They'd become the laughingstock of the whole capital. Outraged, Guo Waiyu ordered Guo Hongshuan to be severely punished. Guo Hongshuan couldn't get out of bed for 3 months. When he finally recovered, Madame Guo still pushed forward the marriage plan. Guo Hongshuan was obsessed. He only wanted to marry the mistress, Kang Peiyi. To force her son to give in, Madame Guo had Kang Peiyi brought to the Guo mansion. Madame Guo threatened harshly. If Kang Peiyi refused to cooperate, she'd have no way to survive. to protect the woman he loved. Guo Hongshuan finally gave in. The future official wife would surely be mistreated. It was much worse than just mistreatment. Feng Jingyuan's life, starting from her wedding, was a total lie. It began with a lie. But the real deception was just starting. After the wedding, Guo Hongshuan treated his noble wife with extreme coldness. There was no hint of marital affection. On their wedding night, he stayed in the study, leaving his bride alone in an empty room. Feng Jingwen was once saved by Guo Hongshuan as a child. She had loved him deeply ever since. When she heard the Guo family wanted to marry her, she was overjoyed. She thought she'd finally found Mr. Right. But after her wedding night, all her girlish dreams were shattered. She thought she'd found true happiness. A noble lady with a good future. But it all went wrong. And that wasn't even the worst part. For 3 whole months after the wedding, Guo Hongshuan never set foot in the bridal room. Feng Jingwen cried every day. Madame Guo got anxious seeing this. She threatened Guo Hongshuan with Kang Peiyi and her child's life. She ordered him to consummate his marriage with his official wife, forced with no choice. Guo Hongshuan seemed to give in and entered the room. But deep down he still resisted. To fool the family, he came up with a cruel plan. He had his shadow double consummate the marriage for him. Guagua, what's going on here? Why does this guy look exactly like Guo Hongshuan? Are they twins? It started the day Madame Guo gave birth. That year, Madame Guo delivered twins, both boys. Back then, old traditions were ignorant. Having twin boys was considered very unlucky. By family rules, one had to be killed. It was said to keep the family safe. Madame Guo had just given birth. She was extremely weak, but she knelt down and begged with all her might. Clinging to Guo Weiyu's legs, she burst into tears, only begging to spare the younger boy's life, even if he was sent far away and never seen again. Guo Weiyu relented, spared the boy's life, but never cared about him as a son. He sent the child straight to the secret guard camp, left him to fend for himself. The boy grew up without a name, never saw sunlight, eventually became Guo Hongshuan's exclusive shadow, handled all his dirty work, lived in darkness all his life. Pretty absurd. And ironic. Both sons of Guo Weiyu, one lived in luxury, became the admired heir of a noble family. The other never saw daylight, became a secret guard, spent a lifetime as his brother's shadow tool. If it was modern times, twins would be seen as a blessing. Everyone would be envious. Guo Hongshuan knew the shadow was his real brother, right? Yes, their first meeting, Guo Hongshuan learned the whole truth. He knew the shadow was his brother, but still used him without guilt. Even forced his brother to consummate the marriage with his wife. So the shadow gave in willingly? Secret guards have no freedom from birth. Their lives are controlled by their master. All secret guards were fed slow poison as kids. Only with monthly antidotes could they survive. The shadow was no different. At first he swore to resist, but Guo Hongshuan threatened him with the antidote, cutting off his chance of survival. To stay alive, he had to accept the humiliation and obey orders. Both looked exactly the same. Plus they always acted at night, with dim lights. No way to tell them apart. Feng Jingwen just felt her husband's personality was odd. He ignored her during the day, but was gentle and caring at night. Extremely affectionate. She assumed he was shy and awkward. Never thought more about it. Months later, Feng Jingwen got pregnant. She gave birth to 2 sons in succession. The oldest, Guo Ru's. The second, Guo Heoken. Guo Hongshuan's mistress, Kang Peiyi, had already given birth to an illegitimate son, named Guo Yifan. This scam lasted for years. Absolutely ridiculous. I just want to know. Did Guo Weiyu and Madame Guo realize the shadow had consummated the marriage instead? Did they know or not? What really shocked everyone was the true hidden person in the Guo family. Very few knew the truth. Only Guo Hongshuan and his shadow knew. Guo Hongshuan really was spoiled by his family. He did anything for his own desires. There's even crazier drama behind the scenes. The person who saved Feng Jingwen back then wasn't Guo Hongshuan. It was the shadow going out that day. And he ran into Feng Jingwen being bullied. He defended her. They looked exactly alike. And it was dark. So Feng Jingwen mistook her savior. To this day, she has no idea the shadow ever existed. This twisted fate is just absurd. The younger brother didn't love his wife and forced his older brother to sleep with her. For years, his wife spent every day with the wrong person and gave birth to 2 sons for the shadow. If she ever learned the truth, how would she handle it? Actually, the Guo family had a fatal problem. Recently, Guo Hongshuan kept asking to bring Kang Peiyi into the mansion. Madame Guo firmly refused. If Kang Peiyi moved in, Guo Yufan's identity would be exposed. And Guo Yufan was older than the 2 official sons. It would announce to everyone that Guo Hongshuan kept a mistress before marriage and had an illegitimate son. The Guo family's last shred of reputation would be destroyed. They totally brought it on themselves. Guo Hongshuan had only ever wanted Kang Peiyi, but the Guo family kept forcing him to marry. Actually, Kang Peiyi had another identity. Her real name was Miao Peiyi. Her father was a high official in Miaojiang, but he was ambitious, refused to stay under others. He secretly plotted rebellion for years. But the Miaojiang king discovered it early and executed him immediately. Miao Pei realized the situation was hopeless. He quickly fled with his attendants. All his attendants died. Only he escaped alone. On the run, he purposely changed out of Miao region clothes, kept disguising himself along the way, hid his identity. He successfully snuck into Tianfeng's capital. And that's just the start of his plan. He ran into Guo Hongshuan being hassled by thugs. That was all part of his careful scheme. Even if Guo Hongshuan didn't help, he carried many hidden poisons, enough to protect himself easily. Miss, are you okay? Are you hurt? Thank you, sir, for saving me. He once claimed his family ran a small business.
He said he got attacked by bandits on the way to the city.
Only she survived alone, pretended to be pitiful, got all of Guo Hongshuan's sympathy. This seemingly weak woman's real identity was way more dangerous than imagined. Kang Peiyi's real identity is actually Miao Peiyi, the exiled daughter from Miao region. Years ago, after the chaos in Miao ended, the Miao king issued the highest wanted order. She's skilled in poison and Jiu magic, ruthless and cold-hearted. No one expected such a high-profile fugitive could hide in the house for years. This caused a huge disaster for the 2 countries' relations. Miao may just be a tribe, but they hold terrifying Jiu poison secrets. No wonder Guo Hongshuan was tricked for so many years. Miao Peiyi originally just wanted to hide her identity, wait for the right time and avenge her father. But Guo Hongshuan gave her all his affection. Over time, she truly fell for him. She craved this peaceful gentleness. To keep that special favor, she put a love Jiu curse on Guo Hongshuan. She used a deep-rooted love Jiu spell. Once this kind of Jiu enters the body, it can totally change a person's feelings. Guo Hongshuan let his guard down and drank it directly. He's bound for life. Once this Jiu enters the body, it changes the target's perception of love. No matter how many beauties he sees, he'll never fall for anyone again. Even if someone uses love potion, if it's not her, he feels nothing at all. This love Jiu is scary. It's like forcing someone's heart. Is there a way to break it? This kind of love Jiu, ancient medicine can't cure it. The bond from the Jiu is way deeper than anyone thinks. If Kang Peiyi dies, the Jiu activates. Guo Hongshuan won't die from it, but he'll suffer excruciating pain every day, worse than death. All countries fear Miao region, and there's a reason. Honestly, I got nothing to say. Guo Hongshuan being cursed is truly pitiful, but that doesn't excuse him. Forced his brother to marry for her, lied to his wife for years. Wrong is wrong. Guo family's heirs turned into nameless descendants, basically all ruined. The second son was bound by the love Jiu, controlled for life. All the big news is over for now. Host can finally organize and record calmly. Master Zhao Song, tomorrow I'll head to the border with my cousin. Living somewhere else sounds good. I'll settle down from now on. Don't worry, I'm already done with him. Broken love can't be mended. Old wounds can't be erased. We've officially separated. Let's part ways completely. No connection anymore. A jerk should be blocked forever. Get as far away as possible. Let him regret it for his whole life. Master Zhao Song. I've also separated from Du Yiqian. I'm leaving the capital tomorrow too. That was fast. I'm surprised too. Du Yiqian was afraid of more scandals, so he agreed quickly. Those 4 men even moved into Du Mansion. They really moved in. Of course they did. All 4 are only in their 20s. No skills. Not much ability either. They targeted Du Yizhang as a big sucker. They won't let go easily. You have no idea. Those 4 have bad character. After moving in, they fight over treasures. Used to be close. Now they'll fight over a single vase. One even got his head busted. Now Du Mansion is lively. Du Grandma's family will faint from anger again. So what's your plan? Still got some money. Planning to start a small business. I've been in the capital for years. Learned plenty of local food. I want to go to the border city. Open a food shop with capital flavors. Live a stable life. That's a great idea. Make a living with your own skills. Business will surely boom. Women standing strong is best. Others may betray you. Money always stays with you. With money in hand, why marry anyone? You're a top tycoon yourself. Pick any quality guy you like. Change one every day if you want. Someone to massage your shoulders. Someone to rub your legs. Someone feeds you fruit. Someone plays music and sings. Life's just awesome. Look at everyone building their own life. Now look at you. Always lying around. No ambition at all. What do you know? If you tried just a little, you could have this kind of life too. Others work hard, that's enough. I just want to relax and slack off. Finally became a rich heiress. Why can't I enjoy it? My older sister already passed. Grandpa sent a letter urging us. We should head home soon. Meeting each other was fate. It's all destiny. Since we're leaving tomorrow, tonight shouldn't end so quickly. I'll throw a party myself. Give you all a proper farewell. This one's easy. Just cook it and eat. Found a perfect business opportunity. Hot pot tastes amazing. Huge audience appeal. If I open my own hot pot place, it'll be a huge hit. But after thinking it over, I gave up on doing it myself. Best way is to find a reliable partner. Let them handle everything. I'll just wait for the year-end bonus.
Easy money.
Stress-free and comfortable. About opening and partnering up. No rush. Take time to find the right person. Guo Yu, the second-rank official. Didn't run his household well. Family reputation ruined. Demoted twice. How did he suddenly get demoted? The emperor just said he didn't manage his home properly. More drama at the Guo estate. Is it about Guo Yu? Did his concubine run away with someone else? The original story was the sister-in-law ran off. Why did it turn into the concubine here? Pretty much the same. Someone from the family left with someone else anyway. Don't get stuck on details. Just spill the truth. A high-ranking official's concubine running away like that shows that person was way more capable than Guo Huayu. Guo's family has always had scandals. Now there's another secret affair. Really bad luck. The real reason for the demotion. Guo Hongshuan's crazy secret about his stand-in. Totally exposed by General Feng Kong. Feng Kong got furious. Brought all his sons. A bunch of experts stormed the Guo estate. Caught Guo Hongshuan. No talk, just punished him. The stand-in stepped up to stop them. Feng Kong was ready for that. Ordered to deal with him too. Even though the stand-in was amazing at martial arts, he couldn't fight off everyone. Outnumbered. Ended up getting seriously beaten, critically injured, barely alive. Feng Jingwen didn't know why. Tried to break up the fight. Feng Kong held her back firmly. After punishing them, Feng Kong fought back tears, told his daughter all the crazy truth. Did the divorce work out? That loser must be dumped ASAP. 100% successful. Feng Kong took his daughter and 2 grandkids back home. Wrote to the emperor the next day. Asked permission for Feng Jingwen and Guo Hongshuan to divorce. Both grandkids to be raised by Feng's family. The emperor found out the whole story. Knew Guo's family was in the wrong. Immediately agreed. The Fengs took back all Jingwen's dowry. Ended the marriage for good. No more ties. The stand-in had a sad backstory. Couldn't control his fate, but he was part of the scam. Hurt Feng Jingwen. Now Feng Jingwen hates both Guo Hongshuan and the stand-in with all her heart. The stand-in tried many times to visit. Always turned away. Didn't even get a chance to see her. Feng Kong feels bad for his daughter. Worried she'd get stuck in the past. Quickly arranged for her and the kids to leave the capital. Go far away. Start anew in a different place. Should have done this sooner. Cutting losses is always wise. Guo Hongshuan is total garbage. Should stay with Miao Peiyi and torture each other. Not just the marriage ruined. The Guo family's real disaster is just starting. Miao Peiyi, the rebel from Miaojiang. Her true identity was confirmed by the emperor. Court worked with Miaojiang people in the capital. Secretly arrested Miao Peiyi and her illegitimate son Guo Yifan. Miao Peiyi's skills in poison and magic are deep. Regular arrests wouldn't work on her. Only local Miaojiang people could counter her tricks, prevent escape and harm. Now they're both held alone and tightly guarded. The emperor sent word to the Miaojiang king, waiting for his decision. Guo Yifan, from the rebel bloodline. So young, but can't escape his fate. Guo Hongshuan was locked up too for the Miaojiang case, thrown into prison together. Even if the king thinks he didn't know, he wasn't involved in the rebellion. Spared his life. Once Miao Peiyi dies, the poison inside him will attack. For the rest of his life, he'll suffer constant pain. Can't live, can't die. Totally brought this on himself. Not unfair at all. Now he finally gets it. Never pick up random needy people. They're either scheming or bring endless trouble. Might lose money or lose everything. Absolutely right. Guo Hongsheng is a perfect example. Tried to take in a rebel girl.
Ended up in chaos at home.
Lost his job. And kids ruined. Emperor checked the whole city. Confirmed Guo Weiyu and his household knew nothing. Guo's family looks safe, but they're already destroyed in name. Heir is ruined. Ties with other families are broken. Caught in Miaojiang troubles. Family values shattered. No one knows what the Miaojiang king will do after hearing the news. Who knows what cross-nation chaos will break out? The few Guo family members left. Can they survive the ultimate disaster? The emperor really is wise. Handles things fairly. Never punishes the innocent. Really, the emperor is always just clear-minded. Reporting to the emperor, floods in Jiangnan are controlled, but deaths keep rising afterwards. Please send imperial doctors to help and prevent an epidemic. Not good. Big disaster brings big outbreaks. Is the plague already spreading? You guessed it right. There's already an outbreak in Jiangnan. It's dangerous. Is it still possible to work on prevention methods? No need to research. I have a full treatment and prevention plan. List the symptoms first, then treat accordingly. Avoid misdiagnosis. Patients first feel thirsty and feverish, then fall into a coma. Die within a few days. It's really deadly. Guagua will organize the treatment plan now. Then gather all routine cleaning methods and ways to quarantine and control. Got it. All sorted. Give it to my dad right after the tide recedes. Send it to the disaster area ASAP. Save as many lives as we can. Got it. The empress asked Lady Song to bring Song Yaoyao and Song Qingling to visit the palace now. The Empress is so thoughtful. She even arranged a soft sedan. Otherwise, walking to Weiyang Palace would take over 40 minutes. True. Regular officials' families wouldn't get this treatment. We're really lucky. Y'all, wake up. We're here. We've arrived. Wife and daughter greet the Empress. Greetings to the ladies. Stand up, everyone. No need for extra ceremony. Gua 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 gua. Look, the hall is full of top beauties. Keep it down, even your inner scream is loud. I can see too. You're a girl. Why do you like watching pretty women more than guys? You don't get it. Girls appreciate beauty best. The more I see, the more bowls of rice I can eat. Stop making excuses. You can eat 2 bowls without beauties. If you keep eating, you'll turn into a little ball. You're the ball. No body shaming. You heard it too. There are so many beauties in the palace. The emperor is really lucky. Guagua with so many ladies. How does the emperor handle every night? He has to choose one each night. Only one gets favored a night. Why worry about that? Oh right, I forgot the rules, my bad. Guagua introduced them to me. Who are these beauties? Main seat is the Empress. Has the fanciest makeup. Biggest aura is Lady Liu. Purple dress is Lady Duan. By the way, want some secret palace gossip? Yes, spill it. That's Lady Zhang. Today's main gossip. Before entering the palace, Lady Zhang had a childhood sweetheart named Zhang Zi. Zhang Zi was a foster child of the Zhang family, grew up with her. They had deep feelings, secretly promised to each other early on. Lady Zhang was stunningly beautiful, picked for the palace after coming of age. Family and royal pressure forced her. She had to follow the orders, ended up as a royal consort. Zhang Zi was heartbroken. To see her daily, he gave up his future and reputation, castrated himself to enter the palace, became a eunuch. For years after, he never asked to see her, never asked to stay by her side. Just seeing her from afar was enough. He was content. So did Jiang Ping know why she entered the palace? He had no idea. Zhang Zi never thought of disturbing her, and didn't want to hold her back. He was willing to hide his identity and watch over her for life. There are truly such devoted people in this world.
It's a shame.
Zhang Zi was remarkably gifted, very talented. He had the skills to be a top scholar. But even heroes fall for beauty. He gave up his life for one person. He let go of a bright future. All for love, protecting her forever. It's really heartbreaking. Everyone in the hall was shocked by the secret past. Jiang Pin held back her tears. Her emotions shattered. No one knew the struggle she endured. After years of secret romance in the palace were exposed, what would happen to Zhang Zi, who waited quietly? Could Jiang Pin handle the rumors of the palace? And face this deep, heavy love? The Empress Dowager has arrived. Greetings, Your Majesty. Everyone, rise. I heard the Song family is entering the palace today, so I came to join the fun. If the Empress Dowager wants to see them, just give an order. Why come in person? After being in the palace for so long, I just wanted to get out and clear my mind. Host, fresh melon just arrived. Want some? If there's melon, I want it. It's only right. Let's dig into Imperial Consort Liu's palace secrets. Imperial Consort Liu's real name is Liu Yubing. She's the eldest daughter of Liu Xingfeng, a second-ranked general. She trained in martial arts with her father since she was young. In her youth, she was vibrant and wild, riding freely on the outskirts. She was a bold and carefree general's daughter. Imperial Consort Liu's real name is Liu Yubing. She was a bold and carefree general's daughter. But when she first met the emperor as a teen, she fell for him at first sight. Liu Qingfeng knew the palace was dangerous and advised her many times that entering meant no more freedom. To be with the emperor, you never know if it'll be good or bad. But back then, Liu Yubing only cared about the emperor. She just couldn't listen. She insisted on entering the palace, going after a love she knew wouldn't work. After she entered the palace, Liu Yubing put away all her sharp edges herself, forced herself to be gentle and obedient, acting like a proper palace lady. At first, she was deeply favored. The emperor stayed with her for a month straight. She was in the spotlight. But imperial love never lasts long. Once the favor faded, all that was left was neglect and loneliness. From being together every night, to seeing him every few days, then barely seeing him for months. New faces kept coming in the harem, and her exclusivity faded with time. Day after day alone in her empty palace drained her passion. But what really broke her was the miscarriage of her long-awaited first child. That was no accident. Most palace miscarriages are about scheming. Host, you guessed right. This miscarriage was a poisoning plot from start to finish. The mastermind was Li Consort Li Fengyi, who died long ago. Li Fengyi came to the palace after Liu Yubing, and was less favored in family, looks, and talent. She first entered the palace, with no power nor status, just wanted support. After careful consideration, she picked Liu Yubing, who was highly favored and pure-hearted. Liu Yubing was then depressed from being ignored by the emperor. Li Fengyi comforted her every day, and even schemed ways to win back favor. Her plans actually worked. The emperor stayed with Liu Consort for several days. After that, Liu Yubing completely let her guard down, saw Li Fengyi as her only confidant in the palace. But what she got in return was plotting and jealousy. That honest, naive general's daughter just couldn't see through the venom behind the gentle face. Not long after, Liu Yubing was pregnant with the imperial child. She was overjoyed, planning to tell everyone once it was secure. But since they spent time together each day, Li Fengyi quickly noticed the change. Seeing Liu Yubing favored again, and easily pregnant, Li Fengyi's jealousy pushed her over the edge. After waiting for days, she finally set a perfect poison plot. Liu Yubing loved sweets, so she played to that, making different fancy pastries herself each day and sending them into the palace. The pastries must be poisoned. Trouble was inevitable. She used only tiny doses each day, so it wasn't noticeable short-term. But the poison built up and eventually wrecked the pregnancy. A planned poisoning, masked as an accident. All these years, Liu Consort dressed up every day, not out of greed for luxury, but just to be prettier, so the emperor would notice her more. A once vibrant general's daughter was changed by the palace walls. She always held on to a bit of hope, waiting for favor to return, hoping for another child to complete her life. She was once that bold general's daughter too. The scariest thing isn't open attack. but hidden schemes that go undiscovered for years. Since then, Liu Consort's health was damaged. No matter how she tried to recover, she never got pregnant again. She lost her child in pain and never had children her whole life. It was never fate, but man-made poison. All these years, she carried this pain the whole time. A lively general's daughter, in the end trapped in the palace. Years of palace life changed her entirely. Now she's patient and deep. No longer that gullible girl. Host, that's all for Liu Consort's drama for now. Next is her younger brother's big secret. Liu Consort's brother also has secrets nobody knows. Wow, even Liu Consort's brother has juicy secrets. That's right, there's a lot here. Go on, I'm listening. Liu Consort's little brother. His name is Liu Zhexuan. He's just turned 20 this year. Already got the rank of cavalry officer 6th grade, holding an important post. Geez, his looks are unreal. That brows, bone structure, aura. Totally, my type. Host, stay calm. Seriously, keep calm. We're proper ladies. Can you act a little more ladylike? You're so excited, you're almost bubbling. You don't look feminine at all. That's just my inner thoughts. I didn't say it out loud. You can control everything, but not what I think. Don't interrupt. Just continue. Such a nice-looking guy. What's his real secret? Got it. Let me spill the tea right now. Liu Zhang comes from a military family, but never relied on family for shortcuts. He volunteered to train with the army, keeping his identity hidden, starting from the very bottom as a soldier, fighting his way up step by step, working hard every turn, and earned his place as cavalry guard today. Years of army life. He made some close buddies, guys he'd trust with his life and more. Don't tell me. He's more than friends with them. Liu Zhiding doesn't like girls. Prefers men? Come on, the secret was normal. Why did the Empress Dowager suddenly choke? No clue. Probably just choked on her tea. Never mind then. Go on about Liu Zhaitin. Host, you're overthinking. Story isn't what you're imagining. Liu Zhang is all about army affairs. Dedicated to his country? No time for romance or marriage stuff. Then I'm totally relieved. Spill more tea. Among his close brothers, one is named Cao Dashan, who takes care of his sister Cao Shalan. Cao Dashan placed his sister in a small border town, and when building a grave brought Liu Zhang and others to visit. They all treated Cao Shalan like a real sister. Did she fall in love with Liu Zhitang at first sight? Absolutely right. Cao Shalan was smitten when she first saw him. But Cao Dashan knew army life was risky, and didn't want his sister to marry a soldier, living in worry forever. He warned her many times. And when she wouldn't let go, Cao Dashan cut contact completely, stopped bringing his buddies over. So she never saw Liu Zhang again. She fell deep into lovesickness and got sick from heartbreak, became seriously ill. When Cao Dashan heard his sister was gravely ill,
He rushed back in panic to see her.
Cao Dashan saw how worn out his sister looked. He finally softened up and let Liu Jiang come over to comfort her. After Liu Jiang showed up, Cao Shalang got the courage to confess directly. Liu Jiang handled it with grace and gently turned her down on the spot. Cao Dashan burst in and broke the awkward silence. He later apologized to Liu Jiang in private to smooth things over, and that matter ended there. But the real drama was just starting. Once Liu Jiang left, Cao Dashan scolded his sister harshly, told her to give up for good. Heartbroken, Cao Shalan started threatening herself by refusing to eat. Cao Dashan stood his ground. He didn't budge at all. He was pushed so hard that he only dared to watch from the doorway during breaks. He wouldn't go inside. Cao Dashan truly cared about his sister. But sadly, Xiao Shaolan was selfish and stubborn. She forced her brother to the point he couldn't go home. Yeah. Half a year passed. Cao Zhaolan's obsession got out of control soon after. Liu Jiang led a team deep into the border for a mission. They stumbled into an ambush. Cao Dashan risked his life to protect Liu Jiang. He got seriously injured. Since the camp conditions were rough, they decided to send the badly hurt Cao Dashan to Cao Zhaolan's place for help. But when they arrived at the house, Cao Shaolan saw her severely injured brother. She looked sad for just a moment. But then all her attention went to fussing over the safe and sound Liu Zheling. Not a word of concern for her own brother. Everyone left in a hurry after wrapping things up. Liu Jiang made a point to avoid suspicion. He quickly left. He never returned after that. Cao Dashan firmly refused his sister's requests to see people. Having failed to get what she wanted, Cao Shaolan turned all her resentment toward her brother. She was sure he got in the way. Even hoped Cao Dashan would disappear for good. To get what she wanted, she pretended to care for her brother, but secretly poured out his medicine and replaced it with water. That was outright attempted murder. He was the brother who'd protected her since childhood, raised her with his own hands. Where did Cao Shaolan get the guts? How could her heart be so cruel, watching her brother burn with fever and lose consciousness, life hanging by a thread? Cao Shaolan just watched coldly the entire time. Cao Dashan burned with fever for days on end.
His mind was blurry.
Completely unconscious. His body kept wasting away. Until she noticed his breathing was weak. He could barely hold on. Cao Shaolan finally pretended to panic and rushed out to find a doctor, but everything was already too late. After the doctor checked his pulse, he could only shake his head and sigh. He said straight out that his energy was gone. Nothing could be done. They should start preparing for his funeral soon.
Hearing this,
Cao Shaolan put on the act to the max. She broke down and cried on the spot, like she'd just lost her closest family. Devastated, she nearly fainted. When Liu Zhiding and the others at the camp got word and rushed over, Cao Dashan was already gone. He had stopped breathing completely. Cao Dashan burned with fever and lost consciousness. His mind unclear at the end, kept mumbling over and over. All he thought about was his sister Cao Shaolan. He worried about her and loved her until his last breath. Never protected himself at all. It really wasn't worth it. In his final moments, his mind was full of thoughts of his sister. But he died never knowing who caused his death. The one hoping he'd die was the very sister he loved all his life. Cao Shaolan was a real snake of a woman. It's just unbelievable. I really want to expose her true face. Let everyone see how rotten she truly is. Have her punished right away. When Liu Zhang and his team arrived, didn't they carefully check his injuries, look into the cause of death? They just settled it so quickly. Guagua keeps telling the follow-up, revealing how perfect this scheme was. Everyone checked Cao Dashan's injury right away and asked the doctor directly. The doctor said bluntly, he died from an infection in his wound that caused a high fever and passed away sadly. The diagnosis was clear. Liu Zhitang and the others were heartbroken. They immediately questioned Cao Shaolan. They reminded her carefully about how to care for the wound. When questioned, Cao Shaolan was ready. She insisted she followed all instructions and took good care of him, not daring to slack off at all. No matter how much people asked or checked, she only kept saying she didn't know. The rest was just crying and silently wiped her tears. The siblings had depended on each other since childhood. Their strong bond was known to all. Everyone had seen how much Cao Dashan spoiled her. It was deeply rooted in everyone's minds. Nobody dared imagine that his sister would cruelly hurt her own brother for selfish reasons. Everyone assumed right away Cao Shalan just didn't know how to care for a serious wound, lacked experience, and accidentally caused tragedy. Liu Jiang was full of guilt, blamed himself badly. He always thought Cao Dashan died saving him. If only they hadn't sent him to Cao Shaolan while he was so badly hurt, maybe the tragedy wouldn't have happened. But life is unpredictable. The loss can't come back. No amount of regret can change things. Everyone just pushed down their grief and did their best to handle his funeral. When everything for Cao Dashan was finished, Liu Jiang and the brothers felt for Cao Shalan alone and lost. They asked her about her plans. Cao Shalan hung her head and stayed quiet for a while. She got herself together and slowly spoke, quoting carefully chosen poetry, saying her brother had specially asked before he died that she hoped Liu Zhexin would look after her later on. Once those words were out, she locked Liu Zhexin into a debt of gratitude and duty, couldn't escape it. Liu Zhexin, who already felt guilty, agreed right away without hesitation. He promised in front of the brothers. From now on, he'd treat Cao Shalan just like his own sister, make sure she's taken care of. She won't suffer at all. He'll help her find a good match someday, prepare plenty for her dowry, and give her a proper wedding. But what Cao Shalan really wanted wasn't her brother's protection. She wanted one thing, to be his wife. When Li Jiang promised to treat her as a sister, Cao Shalan acted obedient and gentle, and calmly agreed. But deep down she'd already made plans. You can't rush things. If she confessed right now, she'd scare Liu Jiang off completely. If he avoids her on purpose, there'd be no way to see him again. So it's better to get close little by little. Take her time. Looks like after causing her brother's death, Cao Shalan finally learned a bit. A direct confession doesn't work. So she's starting to play the long game, playing dumb to catch her prey, huh? Yeah, the current Cao Shalan is definitely. She shed her youthful recklessness. Just to win him over? He worked himself to exhaustion every day, did whatever it took, all to achieve his goal. To snatch a man away. She plotted against her own brother, pretended to be pitiful. Cao Shalan really went all out, no shame at all. Ever since they became siblings, every time there's a break at the barracks, Liu Zhiteng brings all his brothers to visit. But this just made Cao Shalan angry. She only wanted time alone with Liu Zhesheng to build their feelings. She didn't want to deal with a bunch of big, loud army guys. Everyone gathered together. It was loud and lively. She had no chance to be alone with him. All her plans fell apart. Anger boiled inside Cao Shalan, but she pretended to be happy and sweet, forced a smile for the guests. The brothers are busy with army duties. Why bother showing up? He hinted the army business was hectic. No need for everyone to make the trip, but the brothers were straightforward. They just thought he was caring. They all waved their hands and said, "She's everyone's little sister, no matter how busy they get. They always come to visit during breaks. Never miss a day." Her plans failed over and over. Cao Shalan almost went crazy holding back. Her hate and frustration kept growing. Her angry face was finally a relief for Song Yo-yo, who'd been watching. Everyone in the hall felt happy seeing this. They finally saw the evil woman get put in her place. After so many failures, Cao Shalan finally got it. Waiting around just won't work.
If this keeps up,
She'd always be just the little sister. She'd never get a real title, to get it done in one shot, and tie herself to Liu Jiang for good. She came up with a truly evil plan. She planned to wait till everyone visited next time. Prepare a fancy dinner, set aside strong liquor, pretend to host warmly, and then get all the brothers drunk, create a chance to be alone, set up to sleep next to Liu Jiang. Then when everyone woke up and saw it, she'd turn it around right away, say Liu Jiang lost control from drinking, and forced himself on her. Absolutely shameless. Completely insane. Her brother's body was barely cold. Not only did he kill his own brother, He wanted to use the brother to force marriage. What did the young commander ever do wrong? To end up stuck with someone like her? The kind-hearted young general was about to be destroyed by this toxic woman. No way. He can't let her win. There's only one way now. Expose everything. Let everyone know how Cao Dashan really died. Have the authorities investigate. Bring her to justice. Yeah, can't let a killer with family blood on her hands walk free. But right now everyone is clueless. Liu Zheheng especially feels guilty. He doesn't suspect her at all. If her scheme works, Cao Shalang will hold it over him with her so-called life-saving grace. Liu Zheheng's whole life will be ruined. Don't panic, host. There's a way to solve this. I can print out all the evidence proving Cao Shalan is guilty. Every hidden proof and truth about the case. I'll organize and print everything for you. You just need to find the right moment. Secretly slip the paper into Lu Gaifei's hands. She see the truth for herself. But I have no reason to go near Lu Gaifei at all. There's just no good excuse for me to approach her. Rushing up would be too abrupt. It's way too suspicious. You make your own opportunities. It's up to you to grab it. Not wasting any more time. I'll print all the evidence now. Every testimony. All set. All right. I'll wait for the right chance. All printing finished. Host. Evidence is ready. I got it. I'll wait patiently. Once the chance comes, just act. Miss Song really catches my eye. Step forward. Let me take a closer look. Looks like the opportunity's here. Perfect timing. Go now. Got it? Miss Song is so likable. Is everything well at home lately? Is it easy adjusting to palace banquets? Do you practice reading and writing? Spend time chatting with your mother? Glad everything's settled safely. Just now I had to be careful at every step. It was really exhausting. You've been tense so long, host. Want to hear some fresh palace gossip to relax? Definitely want to hear. Lots of interesting things around the palace. New stories pop up all the time. Let's talk about Duan Ping's secret recipes. Duan Ping's gentle by nature. Very cautious. Never fought or competed. There's no dirt on him at all. But he's not the main topic today. It's his full-blooded younger sister, Duan Sanjing. A while ago, she sneaked out of the mansion with her maid. Taking advantage of the loose supervision, went out to relax and have fun. After a good meal outside, she suddenly realized she'd lost her coin pouch. The shop owner had no clue, thought she was skipping out on the bill, accused her of cheating, didn't show any mercy, scolded her loudly in front of everyone. Duan Sangyu was ashamed and angry, stuck and embarrassed, not knowing what to do. A stranger suddenly showed up. He offered to pay the whole bill for her. When you're desperate, getting help feels amazing. Duan Sangyu was super grateful inside. But when she looked up and saw who it was, she froze on the spot. Her heart raced. The guy who helped her was the new top scholar Gao Muren. He was just ranked high on the imperial exam. Earlier, Gao Muren rode proudly through town, entering the capital in style. Duan Sangyu watched from afar and was already impressed by this handsome scholar. Times are open-minded. Young men and women often hang out. It's normal to travel together. After meeting, Gao Muren often invited Duan Sangyu out. They went on outings together, spending more time together. Duan Sangyu liked this gentle, talented scholar even more. Her feelings kept growing, deeper with time. When the moment was right, Gao Muren openly confessed, told Duan Sangyu he liked her. Duan Sangyu had always had feelings for him, but stuck to tradition, stayed respectful. She knew noble families don't decide marriages themselves. Elders make the call, so she didn't say yes right away. Just said she'd tell her parents first. Once the elders agreed, the engagement could be set. Gao Muren understood. He got it completely, agreed easily, and waited patiently. Seems like a pretty normal story. Talented couple falling for each other. Both smart and good-looking. Met by chance. A peaceful, sweet love story. Where's the secret clue? Host, it looks perfect on the surface. But there's more underneath. Let me take you deeper into this gentle scholar. See his true colors. Gao Mira was super smart, bright since childhood. Sadly, lost his dad young. Father passed away early. His mom raised him all alone. The family was poor. Life was really tough. His mom worked as a seamstress and washerwoman. Supporting his studies with hard work, Gao Mira matured early. In free time, he'd copy books by hand to earn small change. Helped support the family. Paid for school. He cherished every chance to study. Was diligent when young. Pure-hearted. But after passing the scholar's exam, everything quietly changed. One holiday, his friends dragged him out. Said it was to see the world. They all went to the city's most famous pleasure house, Yichun Pavilion. Gao Mira was nervous there. Wanted to leave right away. But his friend stopped him and brought him inside. After sitting down, they called for the top star, Nangsing. Nangsing was talented and beautiful. Only performed, didn't sell herself. She entertained guests with poetry and games. Played music, sang songs, chatted about art. Gao Miran just sat quietly in the corner. Silent. Didn't fit in. Nangsing noticed this. Shy and awkward young scholar. But didn't bother him. Later, his friends kept bringing him back to Yichun Pavilion. They dragged him every time. After a while, Gao Miran became less shy. Got used to the atmosphere and so. He and Nangsing became friends. Saw each other more and more. Got it. Say no more. He totally fell for Nangsing. And made a secret promise, right? You guessed right, host. Not a bit off. After hanging out, Nangsing learned Gao Miran came from a poor family, raised by a single mom, studied hard under tough conditions. She admired and felt sorry for him. Nangsing was originally the daughter of a rich merchant, but her family fell on hard times, had a rough fate, so she ended up in this line of work. Nangsing was well educated, very talented. Whether poetry or current events, she could talk with Gao Miran easily. Like-minded souls. They had a special bond. Soon they broke boundaries and fell in love quietly. Nangsing saw Gao Miran working so hard. Knowing his struggle, she felt sorry for him. She offered her savings, hoping to help him study. Gao Miran felt awkward at first, kept refusing, didn't want to accept easily. He was uneasy in the beginning, but over time, he got used to Nangsing supporting him, stopped hesitating and accepted it openly. With Nangsing's generous help, he completely escaped poverty. His lifestyle got a major upgrade. He had no worries at all. For years after that, from tough studying to making the honor roll, Gao Miran's education was funded by Nangsing all the way. At first, Nangsing just felt bad for his poverty, sending him 10-20 taels to help out. She supported him so he could focus on his studies. Once he tasted the benefits,
He got addicted to the easy life.
Gao Miran's attitude changed. He went from reluctantly accepting help to openly asking for money. The amount rose from small silver coins to hundreds of taels. After a few years, he ended up using up all of Nangsing's savings, tens of thousands of taels. Gao's mother always looked down on Nangsing, seeing her as a low-born woman. She never gave her a second glance. Yet, mother and son lived off Nangsing's money for years, enjoying everything without limits, while secretly holding her in contempt. That was the height of hypocrisy. Nangsing spent all her savings over the years, emptied everything she had, just to fully support Gao Miran in his studies. She never asked much, just hoped that once he made the honor roll, he'd help buy her freedom and give her a proper place. Nangsing's sincere, wholehearted love was ultimately misplaced. What she got in return was news of Gao Miran passing the exam. But as soon as Gao Miran got his status and started his official career, he immediately turned his back on her. After that, he never stepped foot into Yichun Pavilion again. In Gao Miran's eyes, Nangsing, already lost to the dust, was not worthy of someone newly ranked as top scholar. Once he got his fame,
He rushed to wipe the past romance.
from his life completely, to fully cut ties and prevent future trouble. He feared Nangsing would show up and ruin his bright future. Gao Muren secretly contacted the madam, paid her a hefty sum, asking her to strictly watch Nangsing. If Nangsing insisted on causing trouble, the matter was to be shut down completely. She was never allowed to leave Yuzhong Pavilion. The madam was greedy, immediately taking the silver. She agreed right away. Nangsing waited day after day, but he never returned. She slowly sensed something suspicious. She worried deeply about Gao Muren's safety. She couldn't sit still anymore. She wanted to rush to the capital to find him, but the madam was already ordered to stop her. She had people block every exit and drag Nangsing back. In the chaos and struggle, Miss Nangsing was brutally attacked. She died right then. Gao Muren was truly heartless and ungrateful. Cold-blooded and cruel. He deserves the worst. Miss Nangsing was so pitiful, giving all her love to evolve. She lost everything and ended up dying a tragic death. And this was definitely no accident. It was clearly the madam taking bribes and intentionally killing her. That's right, it was planned murder. Gao Muren kept secretly giving more money, pressuring the madam again and again. He insisted on erasing Nangsing as a stain. Only if Nangsing completely disappeared would his disgraceful past stay hidden. Then he could settle in the capital with peace of mind and climb up the ranks. This was burning bridges, cutting off loose ends, done with vicious skill, to the extreme. Ever since gaining wealth and fame, he lived the life of the rich. That once poor and pure boy had totally changed. Now, all he cares about is profit and his future. He'll do whatever it takes to get his way. He's extremely ruthless. His first amazing meeting with Duan Sanyu was never destiny or coincidence, but a carefully planned scheme. After becoming a top-ranked scholar, Gao Muren was admired for a while, but only landed a 7th-rank minor official gig. His position was low, his base was weak, and his future wasn't as shiny as people thought. To climb fast and avoid detours, he quickly set his sights on a high-status marriage. To latch onto a powerful family, Gao Muren spent loads of money in secret, investigating the backgrounds of noble ladies in the capital, even checking out their personalities one by one. After gathering the news, she sifted through layer by layer, picking and choosing endlessly, and finally left just 10 candidates. Then she reviewed their profiles and preferences one by one, purposely staged chance encounters, and waited for the moment to latch on. He's so ordinary and greedy. Just a minor 7th-rank official, a fake gentleman who climbed up with women's help, yet he still dares to be so picky, cherry-picking all the way. Honestly, it's sickening. Totally ruins my worldview. Before bumping into Duan Sanyu, Gao Muren had already made moves with several noble ladies. But his background is weak, not much depth at all. All those attempts to climb up were completely ignored. He hit walls again and again. One noble lady saw through his ambitions and had someone beat him up. Gao Muren was left severely injured, spent 2 whole months bedridden. Business you just left. And he bumped into Duan Sanglin. Duan Sanyu may be the daughter of a 4th-rank official, but her family isn't top tier. Her sister is a royal consort and highly favored by the emperor. That royal connection could boost her all the way up. Gao Muren instantly targeted Duan Sanyu. He secretly followed and watched her. Noticed Duan Sanyu traveled simply. Only one maid with her. No guards around. Perfect opportunity right there. He hired someone to steal their purses and purposely made them unable to pay for their meal. He showed up exactly at the right moment, stepping in to help, playing the hero saves the beauty scene. But this whole romantic meet-cute was a setup from start to finish. Duan Sangli actually bought it and totally fell for him. This guy is seriously disgusting. All just for his own future. Calculating and taking advantage of a naive noble girl. There's no such thing as perfect fate. It's all just a carefully planned trap. I really worry for Duan Sanyu. If someone with more power and prestige shows up, he'd dump Duan Sanyu in a heartbeat, with how selfish and ruthless he is. It's not even certain Duan Sanyu could stay safe. The host is totally right. Just for his own future. He'd even kill the lover he spent years with, lying right next to him. This guy is all about self-interest. Super devious. Not an ounce of human decency. Man, I really want to warn the royal consort. Have her keep an eye out. I can't be the one saving the day every time. Maybe slip her a note anonymously. No rush though. Duan Sanyu's been in the capital a long time. She loves roaming the streets and hanging out. We go out shopping all the time. We'll run into him sooner or later. Remind her in person then. Alright, let's go with your plan. The palace and court are full of fresh drama after drama. I'm just like a fork in a melon patch, surrounded by juicy gossip. Can't even finish all of them. Is there anything else? Keep it coming. There's even bigger news. Spill it, don't keep us in suspense. The emperor's arriving. Everyone, rise. Why is the emperor here all of a sudden today? I heard Lord Jiao Song is meeting in the palace. So I came to join the fun. Hold on, something's off. People say the emperor is super busy all day, working non-stop. But he looks way too relaxed to me. He misses the palace consorts. Just popping in for a visit. Nothing wrong with that. After working hard on all those memorials, he's just chilling for a bit. Sometimes you gotta relax. Makes sense to me. You're really good at twisting things. I say one thing, you say 10 back at me. You're definitely the king of snappy comebacks. I'm not just arguing, just telling it like it is. All right, you're always right. Whatever you say goes. Let's cut the side talk. You mentioned new gossip just now. Hurry up, spill it. Now for the big scoop. Exclusive on Prince 8, the War King Chen Jingbai. Wait a sec, that's weird. The War King hadn't even showed up, and you already said there was gossip? But when he walks in, you immediately locked onto him. Compared to before, the War King's story is even juicier. Way more interesting. Let's tackle the craziest one first. The War King's real name is Zhan Jinbai.
His mother is Consort Han.
Her family is a famous military house. He left the royal family at age 11, went far out to the border, guarded there for 15 whole years. During those 15 years, he only came back to the capital once or twice. All the rest of his time was spent out on tough battlefields. When he first joined, he copied Liu Zhang, hid his royal status, started as a regular soldier. Nobody knew he was a prince. No protection, no special treatment. He relied only on guts and skill, struggling and fighting on the battlefield. Survived countless deadly fights, earned amazing military honors, and finally secured his title step by step, biting down and surviving all the hardships alone. Man, how many times was he seriously wounded? How many close calls did he face? That deep scar on his back especially. Even healed, it's so glaring. Shows how life-threatening the injury was back then. All those scars are not ugly marks. They're proof of his ultimate achievements, fighting hard to protect his country. Let's talk about his worst scar first. A year ago, military supplies ran short. Chen Jinbai bought food for the troops, kept their morale steady. He led the team himself. On this trip, he traveled light. Only 10 bodyguards with him. Kept everything super low profile. But somehow word leaked out. The enemy learned their route and numbers. And they were ambushed. Was there a traitor in the camp? Selling out his movements? No, not a last-minute traitor. It was a deep cover agent the enemy planted years ago. They got all the info. Set up a death trap in advance. Determined to kill the War King. They sent over 100 elite assassins to wipe out 11 people. All 10 guards were killed, not a single survivor. The War King fought alone, killed dozens on his own, but he was outnumbered, ran out of energy, and finally got cornered at a cliff, actually fell into the abyss. Luckily, there was a raging river below. Water slowed his fall and saved his life. He lost consciousness, got swept by the river, and ended up stranded on a deserted bank. Enemy scouts searched the area fast, didn't dare stay long, quickly searched and withdrew. Thanks to their rushed exit, badly injured, unconscious, the War King actually survived. So what happened then? How did the War King survive after passing out by the river? Just as he was unconscious and dying, with no one willing to help, a noble woman appeared unexpectedly and rescued him. Her name is Bai Yinyan, from the top martial clan, the eldest daughter of Sword Manor. Her status is high. Her father Bai Zhanping already promised her to Kang Wuyuan from Flame Manor, setting up a marriage between two noble clans. Bai Yinyan is carefree. She doesn't like Kang Wuyuan's icy personality at all. Refused the marriage outright several times. Her father is stubborn. He insists Kang Wuyuan is the best son-in-law, using both threats and persuasion to force her. No matter how much Bai Yinyan resists, her father won't budge. The family's already set the wedding date. Just waiting a few months. Then Bai Yinyan has to marry into Flame Manor. When resisting didn't work, she finally figured out her dad's personality. So she switched tactics. Acted cooperative on the surface. Pretended to accept her fate, but she was secretly planning to escape. A month later, she used shopping for her wedding as an excuse and got out of Sword Manor. She smartly ditched her guards on the way, took just one maid with her, fully escaped her family's control. That's so real. Watching her battle wits with her dad reminds me of my tug of war with my mom. Exactly the same. Back at the palace today. He'll definitely get a lecture. No more letting him off the hook. It's all because you guys kept spoiling him. Sooner or later he'll stir up major trouble. Turns out they're the ones blamed for everything in town. So many years. It's always been like this. After she successfully escaped the marriage and left Yujian Manor, Bai Yinyan was terrified her father's men would catch her. She didn't dare pass through bustling towns. She only took remote, hidden paths the whole way. She brought her personal maid, Lankiyu. They wandered from place to place. They ate whatever and slept outdoors. Rushed for several days. Finally out of Yujian Manor's reach. One day, the two walked by a riverside. After days of traveling, they were exhausted, so they decided to stop and rest, wash up and get things together. But unexpectedly, when the two looked down, they actually found the unconscious Zhang Wang at the riverbank. When they first saw him, he was covered in wounds, not moving at all. Both thought he was a random dead body. Linkyu bravely checked his breathing. She was shocked he was still faintly alive. He barely survived. Bai Yinyan immediately decided, together with Linkyu, to drag the badly injured Zhan Wang to a safe, hidden clearing in the woods. Miss, we're fugitives ourselves. We can't even take care of ourselves. We really can't get involved in this. Moving him somewhere safe is already the most we can do. If he survives, it's up to fate. Seriously, this girl totally fell for his looks. Zhang Wang had her attention the moment she saw him. The host taste is spot on. Saw through everything at a glance. Who wouldn't notice this?
He's staring at her face, zoning out.
He can't even look away. His feelings are written all over his face. It's so obvious. Bai Yinyan's always been a free spirit. She never sweats the small stuff. If she likes someone, she won't let them slip away. Even if her maid warns her, she insists on saving the stranger. She has tons of worries, so she won't bring an injured guy to a busy town's clinic. Young madams from a merchant family. They were robbed by mountain bandits. Servants all died. Husband was injured and unconscious. Just wanted to rent a house in the village for a while. Rest and heal up. Back then, Bai Yinyan and Lang Qiu were escaping at night. Covered in dirt. Looking pretty ragged. Her story was super believable. Seeing Zhan Wang unconscious nearby, covered in wounds, the village chief didn't doubt a thing. He agreed right away. So the three settled down in a tiny hidden village, where no one knew them. Things were stable for now. 10 days went by. Finally, Zhan Wang woke up after being unconscious for days. He regained consciousness. Thank you for saving me, miss. Han will never forget it. I'll always remember this. He knew the Chan surname was royal. If he revealed it, his identity would be exposed. So he used his mother's surname instead. He named himself Han Jinbai. Meanwhile, Bai Yinyan hid her real identity too. The three stayed in the quiet village for half a year. Bai Yingying took really good care of him. She was attentive in every way. They spent 6 months together, and she still hasn't won this handsome guy over. Seriously, that's slow. Being together every day for months, they secretly caught feelings. Their hearts understood one another. They liked each other. Love was deep. With maid Lang Qiu as witness, they quietly got married. They became a nameless couple. Nice. Finally got their happy ending. Lovebirds together at last. Time to celebrate with confetti. Host, you're thinking way too simply. That happiness was all fake. With secrets and a gap in their identities, love won't be easy. A few months later, he got a secret order from the capital. Demanded he return immediately. Yinyan, wait for me. I'll tell my family when I get back. I'll welcome you with a grand wedding. I trust you and will wait for my love to return. But when Chan Jingbo left, Bai Yinyan broke down crying. She picked up a secret letter Chan Jingbo had dropped. Suddenly she realized her close companion Chen Jinbin was actually a prince. Even his name was fake. The martial world and the court always stayed separate, never mixed together. They don't intersect. This love that crossed martial world and court was just a dream, an illusion. Guagua, why can't a girl from the martial world be with someone from the court? What kind of crazy rule is that? Rules aren't everything. People matter more. Everything depends on people. But the next twist completely changed Bai Yingying's life. She felt stuck inside and was depressed for days. She checked her pulse herself. and found out she was pregnant. The unborn child gave Bai Yinyan hope again. She made up her mind for life, decided to raise the child alone, and nurture her baby by herself. She was determined to bring up her child alone. Bai Yinyan is so open-minded and carefree. When it's time to act, she never hesitates. She doesn't drag things out. Her thinking is honestly way ahead of everyone. She even dared to raise a child alone in ancient times. That's almost stylish. I'm honestly impressed. She's way ahead of all those old-time ladies. All right. Bai Yinyan left the village with Lin Qiu soon after, but Bai Zhanping's soldiers caught them right away. Both were brought back to Yujin Manor. What waited for them was harsh punishment and pressure. Lin Qiu was thrown straight into a water dungeon, suffered terribly. Bai Zhanping was furious. He forced Bai Yinyan to break the agreement immediately, and made her marry into Laiyan Manor to marry Kang Wuyuan. Pushed to the limit, Bai Yinyan let everything out. She calmly revealed all her secrets. She'd already married in secret, and is pregnant. She absolutely won't marry anyone else. When Bai Zhanping found out the truth, he was furious, almost lost his mind, kept asking who the father was. But Bai Yi was tough. She'd rather die than say a word. Bai Zhanping cruelly forced her to abort. But Bai Yi was stubborn. She threatened with her own life. She'd rather die than obey. He said if the child dies, he wouldn't want to live either. Bai Zhanping only has this one daughter. He was heartbroken. Had no choice. He couldn't bring himself to force her to death. Helplessly, he had to swallow his anger, cancel the engagement, and pay a hefty compensation, putting a lid on the martial world drama. So that was it, huh? No way it's ending so easily. Bai Zhanping couldn't get a clue from his daughter, so he rushed to the water dungeon, using torture to get answers. After being tortured, Lin Qiu finally couldn't withstand the interrogation. She revealed everything that happened in the mountain village. She confessed the true royal identity of the War King. When Bai Zhanping learned his daughter was deceived by the royals, and had secretly committed herself for life with an out-of-wedlock pregnancy, he became furious. He hated them deeply. He swore on the spot never to be involved with the royal court again. They'll be forever incompatible. Besides that, he made a strict rule. When the child is born, no matter boy or girl, they'll all take their mother's surname, Bai. He severed all ties with the royal family completely. To comfort his daughter, he cared for her during her pregnancy. Bai Zhanping had already released Lin Qiu from the water prison. He personally attended to her every need. He even secretly planned, after his daughter recovered postpartum, to find her a suitable husband.
He'd pick a good man from the martial world to marry her.
But this selfish plan, he never told Bai Yinyan anything about it. Man, the War King just lost everything. Lost wife and child. But honestly, I really admire Bai Yinyan. She can let things go easily. She's decisive and ruthless. Her modern mindset of keeping the child and ditching the dad. She's honestly a rare woman, never seen one like her. A lot of people today wouldn't even be that clear-headed. But Bai Zhanping is way too stubborn. Just because his daughter got hurt once, he insists on arranging a marriage for her. I really don't get it. Gua Gua speaking honestly. Has Chan Jimbo been completely dumped or what? Bai Yinyan is totally unbothered now. She's really treating men like clothes. Out with the old, in with the new classic. Stop looking around. These snacks look fancy and tasty. Try some now. Okay. Father, royal grandmother, mother, imperial concubine. I will only marry Bai Yinbing. I sincerely ask for your blessing. I've learned all about what happened between you and Bai Yinyan. The court and the martial world don't interfere with each other. We keep our distance. It's an unspoken rule we've honored for 100 years. This marriage of yours is full of obstacles. It won't be easy. No matter how tough it gets, I'm not afraid, and I won't regret it. I'll fight for it at any cost. Royal blood must never be lost among commoners, or take an outsider's last name. Since you've made up your mind, I won't stand in your way. But let me say this first. Whether or not Bai Zhangfeng agrees to the marriage, it's entirely up to you. I won't interfere. I won't help. My only promise is, if you succeed in marrying Bai Yinyan, the court will never meddle in any affairs of sword manner. We'll keep the balance between the martial world and the court. Thank you, Father, for making this possible. Thank you, Grandmother, Mother, and Madame. Get up now. The floor is cold. Duanping. An invitation just arrived from Duke Angguo's mansion. 5 days from now, young Lord Enlei will marry Madame Ji and Princess Yuping. Mom, does this mean we can go to the big banquet? Eat, eat, eat. All you ever think about is food. Life's all about eating and drinking. What's wrong with loving good food? Today I invited the imperial seamstress over to make new formal outfits for everyone in the family. Mom, I already have 2 banquet dresses. Both look great and fit well. I'm still growing, so new clothes will barely fit before they're too small. It's just a waste of money. No need to get any. Just listen to me on this. New clothes are a must. Ya, no more acting up. Just do as your mom says. Fine. I'll do what you say. Guagua says clothes make the man. Check out my outfit. Don't I look like a total little fairy? I gotta admit, wearing this out, you finally look like a proper young lady. Guagua, do you ever say anything nice? What do you mean, look like a proper young lady? I've always been sweet and well-behaved. What I mean is, people who don't know how wild you really are might think you look innocent and quiet. But once they see your real personality, not even the best clothes can save your image. You're a lousy system. Would it kill you to praise me for once? You're the ultimate savage roast system in the universe. Says you, you're the most narcissistic host ever. Don't you know what your personality's like? Always fishing for compliments every other day. There's a limit to what I can take. I can't take it anymore. Weird, the best seat's still empty. Who's that spot saved for? Some big shot? Guagua, we're just regular guests. Why did they put us right in the center? I have no idea. No clue at all. Never mind then. It's just a few seats. No big deal. Guagua, I'm so bored. Waiting for the banquet to start is torture. If you're bored, let's start gossiping right now. Today's hot scoop coming up, taking you deep into Princess Anren's secret life. Finally, time for some juicy gossip about her. Princess Anren is the top trending figure in the capital. Scandalous rumors are everywhere. Come on, give us all the details. Princess Anren's real name is Zhan Linyu. She's got serious status. She's the emperor's first cousin. Her father is Prince Xin, the emperor's own uncle, so definitely royal blood. At 15, Zhan Liu came of age and got her first marriage matched to a newly ranked flower scholar Chai Songfeng. Before the imperial decree, the emperor was extra careful, double-checking Chai Xingxing's background and marital status, making sure he had no ties to anyone else. Only after he agreed to wed the princess did they settle the marriage. Chai Zihai sincerely thanked the emperor and accepted this royal match. The marriage was bestowed by imperial decree. A princess marrying a new flower scholar. That news spread all over the capital. Sounds like another story of a phoenix man climbing the ranks by dumping his wife. Seriously, I've heard enough of those. Actually, it's not like that. Good. I'm so over those phoenix man stories. Totally boring now. Don't worry, this one's all new and exclusive, full of plot twists. Nothing like the old stories. Then hurry up, spill it. I'm ready for the gossip. A few months later, their match was set. Chun Liu married in style, officially tying the knot with Chai Shinhai. In the early days of their marriage, Chai Shinhai was gentle and caring, treating the princess with patience. He was considerate in every way. Chun Liu was overjoyed, thinking she'd found her perfect match. She felt incredibly lucky. But that happiness was fake and didn't last long. One day, she stood alone at the mansion gate with a son and daughter. Every word she spoke was heartbreaking. She called out for her husband in front of everyone. She publicly said her husband was Chai Shinhai, the newly acknowledged scholar, and these two children beside her were both Chai Shinhai's biological kids. When this bombshell broke, Chun Liu was left totally blank. She was frozen in shock. Chai Shinhai had always been polite and proper. Deep down, she couldn't believe the man she trusted with her heart was hiding such a huge secret. No matter how impossible it sounded, she did her best to hold it together and rushed to the front gate. I knew it. Classic. Get success, forget your roots, get heartless. Climbed high in the exams, hooked up with a powerful family, then dumped his old hometown wife. Left his wife and kids without mercy. Exactly. When Chun Linyu showed up at the mansion gate, she saw a plainly dressed woman with her. The girl was around 8 or 9, timid and quiet. The boy just 4 or 5, confused and helpless. The three of them knelt together for support. Looking miserable and hopeless, he personally helped them up. Before the emperor bestowed the marriage, he'd repeatedly asked Chai Shinhai to confirm he wasn't married or engaged before issuing the decree. The woman had already checked it all out. He became a flower scholar and got the imperial wedding, but was afraid his old marriage would be exposed, so he cruelly divorced his wife back home. With so many people outside the mansion, that wasn't the place to argue. Come in and wait with me. When Chai Shinhai returns, we'll confront him face to face and clear up all the rumors. Then I'll come back tomorrow. That night, Chai Xingfeng came home, heard what happened during the day, and instantly looked panicked. He knew he couldn't hide the truth anymore. Oh, he confessed everything, Chai Xingfeng admitted, that he really had once married back in the village when he was young, but insisted that before the imperial marriage decree,
He'd already given his ex-wife a divorce letter, cutting all ties.
at that time, he truly wasn't married or engaged. Didn't deceive His Majesty? Chun Liu calmly pressed for the reason for divorcing his wife. She was determined to uncover the whole truth, but Chai Shinhai just briefly said his ex-wife was unfaithful. He refused to say anything more. His explanation was vague and perfunctory. He dodged the question, avoiding it. That made Chun Liu furious. She didn't want to hear another word of excuses. That night, she ordered Chai Xing'an to stay in the study alone.
He thought he could move on with just one weak excuse.
That's way too careless. It's not that easy to let this go. The real drama is just starting. Yang Bangsha was abandoned as a baby, still swaddled in blankets. She was found and raised by old Yang, who lived alone gathering herbs. Old Yang lived a lonely life. He wasn't educated. He named her after herbs. He gave her the name Bangsha. From childhood onwards, Grandpa and granddaughter depended on each other. They made a living gathering herbs in the mountains. Life was tough, with years of influence. Yang Bangsha grew up familiar with hundreds of plants. She mastered herb-picking skills. So what happened next? What hardships did she face later in life? When Yang Bangsha was 13, her only family, old Yang, suddenly died. To secure her place and survive, lonely and helpless, Yang Bangsha agreed to Chai Xinghai's proposal out of necessity. She followed filial duties, mourned for her foster father for 3 years. The two families set the engagement, married after 3 years. A full 3 years. Chai Xinghai closed the door to focus on his studies. He studied hard. All his study expenses, pen, ink, and money, were paid for by Yang Bangsha gathering herbs in the mountains. She worked tirelessly day and night. She earned every bit with hard work. After 3 years of mourning, Yang Bangsha married into the Chai family as promised. She lived the life solidly. After marriage, she ran the household frugally. She endured all hardship without complaint. The Chai family's days became more prosperous and stable. Later, she had a pair of children, a son and a daughter. It should have been a stable, happy life. Chai Xinghai became a top scholar.
He entered government with glory.
Yang Bangsha waited for him every day, hoping he'd bring his wife and kids to the capital. But all she got was a divorce letter. The letter accused her of being unfaithful and called her uncultured. Sighed, she ruined the Chai family's reputation, forced her to leave with the kids. That's outrageous. It was clearly malicious slander. His success was thanks to Bangsha's support. He succeeded only because Bangsha gathered herbs for him. Bangsha provided for the family and raised the kids. She cared for his parents. Yet he treated her like this.
He's an ungrateful traitor.
Even the Chai parents did nothing. They're just as cold and selfish. Once their son became a scholar, they started looking down on Bangsha. Couldn't wait to push her away. How could he abandon his own children too? Leaving the kids behind. The old marriage will come out sooner or later. Chai Haisang is extremely selfish.
He's scheming.
He wants to climb up to the royal family. So he abandoned his own flesh and blood. Wait, that's not right. Marriage must be registered by the government. How could he hide it? This is actually the Chai family's most vicious plot. Chai Yang got married, but never registered it. Their family records don't list Bangsha or her kids. That's not divorce. It's intentional marriage fraud. Yes, the Chai family planned this fraud. Bangsha was expelled. She couldn't get over the grief and anger. With herb gathering, she could provide for her children. But this injustice, she refuses to swallow it. Guagua. I can smell a strong sense of conspiracy. This person's appearance is definitely not simple. When Yang Bangsha had nowhere to go, a mysterious person showed up just to guide her, told her to take the kids to the capital, and demand justice face to face. She can't just swallow this injustice. Even if the princess is noble, she can't use her status to steal someone's husband. As long as they bring this to the capital, Chen Liu won't be able to defend herself at all. No marriage record at the government office. No mother or child listed in the family register. Impossible. Say it again. It's not possible. From start to finish. This whole thing was a carefully crafted scam by the Chai family. All these years. What was I to the Chai family, really? The Tianfeng dynasty has open laws. Even concubines have to register with the government. But Yang Bangsha had no name, no status. Didn't even count as a concubine. Just a room servant stashed away by the Chai family. She was originally an innocent, respectable woman. But the Chai family ruined her like this. This whole family is shameless. Yang Bangsha is truly miserable. She gave her heart to help her husband's family, supported her husband, and ended up losing everything. Her reputation wrecked, ran into a pack of total ingrates. Next morning, Yang Bangsha still showed up with her 2 kids, standing outside the princess's mansion. That day, Chai Xinfeng happened to be home. He heard Yang Bangsha was back at the gate. His face instantly changed. He rushed out of the mansion. The kids hadn't seen their dad for ages. Their eyes lit up, and they immediately hugged his legs. "Dad, why don't you come home? We really miss you." Their little cries echoed through the street, making everyone feel sad. Chan Linyu slowly walked out the gate, saw it all herself, and was frozen right there. Yang Bangsha saw him show up, quickly pulled the kids behind her, eyes full of caution. More and more people gathered at the mansion gate. The scene got louder and messier. Clearly, it wasn't the place to talk it out anymore. Chai Shinfeng saw this and quickly spoke up to ease things, motioned them inside to talk it out. But young Bangsha was firm. She flatly refused, completely cut off Chai Shinfeng's hopes to cover things up privately. Without knowing Chen Liyu's character, or if she was good or bad, staying careful is the right call. So, in front of everyone, Yang Bangsha publicly confronted Chai Xinghai, tore off the Chai family's fake masks. The money you used to study, I earned every cent. Your whole family, young and old. I kept you all fed. I got up early and picked herbs on the mountain. Ran back and forth day and night. Never complained once. The Chai family was lying to me from the start. No marriage certificate at the government office. My name and my kids' names aren't on the family register. After years of hard work for the Chai family, I didn't even get official status. So it turns out all those years as a couple were just part of the scam. This divorce paper accuses me of being unfaithful. I went up the mountain every day for herbs, worked from dawn till dusk, just to feed the family. So the Chai family had food and clothes. What did I do wrong to deserve this treatment? If the princess hadn't pushed him to divorce me, how could our family end up like this? We had nowhere else to go, nowhere to stay. Just how far are you going to push us? There's no true winner here. Yang Bangsha had it rough. But Chen Liu is also suffering. She did nothing wrong, but ended up with a bad reputation for stealing someone's husband. It's really unfair. Host, this is just the beginning. Things will only get harsher from here. Chen Liu tried and tried to explain, but nobody believed her. That princess is spoiled and arrogant. She uses her power to bully people, and just stole another woman's husband. She'd do anything to get him. The shameless homewrecker really lost all dignity. Good news stays inside. Bad news spreads everywhere. In just 3 days, the chaos in front of the princess's mansion spread throughout the city. The whole place was buzzing. Everyone knew. Chen Liu grew up like royalty, spoiled all her life. Suddenly faced with the whole city's insults, completely broke her down, almost fell apart. She thought it over for a long time. Finally made up her mind. She's a victim too. She decided to divorce Chai Haifeng and collect every piece of evidence to clear her name. But before Chen Liu could finish gathering evidence and prove herself innocent, an even bigger tragedy suddenly happened. Those days, Chen Liu cried all day. Didn't leave her room. She stayed away from trouble on purpose. But the chaos still weighed her down, and things didn't die down. The tense atmosphere just kept building. Yang Bangsha showed up again at the prince's mansion, crying uncontrollably, kneeling and begging through tears. I want justice. Give my 2 kids back. Only then did everyone realize Yang Bangsha's 2 kids had vanished. At the scene, they found a handkerchief with Chen Liu's name embroidered on it. Chen Liu looked at the handkerchief. Her face went pale. That's my handkerchief. I lost it a few days ago. I searched for a long time. Never found it. It was already lost. Turns out someone stole it to frame her on purpose. I've never hidden the kids. Someone is framing me. Report to the police now. Everyone split up and searched the city. The kids must be found. 2 days later, the kids were found, but it wasn't good news. It was a tragedy. Both children had already passed away. Yang Bangsha saw her kids' dead bodies with her own eyes. She immediately broke down, held her kids tight, and cried out in pain, fainted from crying several times. When Yang Bangsha finally woke up, she faced one last, most cruel blow. Her 2 young children should have been buried properly according to tradition, but their father, Chai Xinghai, heartlessly ordered both kids to be cremated. Nothing hurts more than burying your own child. As a mother, Yang Bangsha just couldn't accept it, the harsh truth of her kid's death. In just a few days, She lost the will to live. Once her body recovered a bit, she slammed her head into the prince's mansion gate and died instantly. All three died one after another. The scandal exploded the city's rage. Chai Xingying and Chen Liyu's reputations were totally ruined. They became the target of everyone's anger. In front of the prince's mansion, crowds gathered every day. Rotten vegetables and eggs kept coming. Some even threw garbage at night. Any servant from the prince's mansion who goes out, at best, they'll be publicly insulted. At worst, they're ambushed and beaten up. The emperor, out of options, had to send heavy troops to guard day and night the prince's mansion and the princess mansion, to forcibly suppress public anger. By then, Chai Xingkong had already been thrown into prison, waiting for his fate. Half a month later, everyone investigating the case returned to the capital, brought back the full chain of evidence. The emperor ordered an open trial right away. People in the capital rushed to watch when they heard the news. Crowds everywhere. Every single piece of hard evidence was presented in public. The truth was finally revealed to all. That mysterious man behind Guagua's troubles, he really was a spy from a rival country. Yep, he was the enemy's mole all along. So basically, Chen Liu was totally innocent. She carried the blame for so long for no reason. She was cursed and slandered by everyone in the city. She suffered so much. Yeah, her whole life was just full of hardship. And the tragedy wasn't over yet. After Chai Xinghai was executed publicly, Chen Linyu had an unexpected miscarriage. She hadn't even realized she was pregnant before. Lately, she's been feeling really upset. Her stomach suddenly hurt badly. She started bleeding. The child couldn't be saved. After the imperial physicians treated her, they said Chen Linyu wasn't strong with having kids. And after such a big trauma, she'd never be able to get pregnant again. She went through false accusations, insults, a ruined marriage, losing her child and never having another after all those blows. The once bright, gentle, and always smiling princess totally changed. In the days that followed, Chen Linyu got more reserved and quiet. She never smiled anymore. She just stood there silently all day. No one really knew what she was hiding inside. Her past and secrets were invisible. So how did the rumor about her being the widow flower spread in the capital? How did that widow reputation start? A year after things calmed down, the prince's wife felt sorry for her lonely daughter and quietly started planning, hoping to find Chen Linyu a good match again. Chen Linyu was stunningly beautiful and had an outstanding character. She just met the wrong people. Her fate was full of twists. Still, tons of young men from noble families came to propose. Qualified suitors are either old and frail, or physically disabled, or they're just plain, ordinary older folks. Not a single good match. Princess Xin feels totally disgusted. She doesn't like any of them. She's so anxious she can't even sleep. But Chen Liu, the one actually involved, isn't worried at all. A failed marriage drained all her hope. She wants nothing to do with traditional marriages again. Somewhere along the way, she became someone nobody could figure out. As long as she meets someone she likes, a handsome guy who doesn't care about her past, she settles him in a private house outside the city. Now, in her manor, she keeps 7 or 8 good-looking young men. They're with her every day. Traditionally, men had multiple wives and concubines, enjoyed pleasure in excess. But for a woman to live so freely and keep handsome men, that's unheard of. That's exactly why Chen Liu's wild reputation is now all over the capital. Everyone knows about it. I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with this. Why can men have lots of wives and concubines, be as wild as they want, while women have to follow strict rules and hold themselves back? If you're strong enough, have power and money, women can be just as powerful as men and be admired by everyone. I'm totally Team Chanla. Guagua is on board too, not caring what people think, just living freely. That's seriously awesome. What's going on today? Why is everyone looking at me? Finished with the Guagua drama. Why hasn't Enlay come back with a bride yet? Been waiting ages. Weddings back then were complicated. The groom rode a horse leading the bridal procession. With a huge group, lots of rituals, so they moved really slow. Got it. That means we'll have to wait a lot longer. Yeah, it's still early. If you're bored, let's gossip some more. Sounds good. Keep it going. See the Madam of En's Marquis seated on the right? I see her. What's up with her? Next, let's dig deep into the huge hidden story about Madame En's Marquis. Come on, spill it. What happened? I'm ready for this gossip. Madame En's Marquis is named Xu Ran. She's the daughter of the top royal merchant Xu family in Tianfeng. Xu family shops are across 3 countries. They're rich enough, as wealthy as a nation. Money's never an issue. Her uncle is the family head. He knows merchants have low status, so he bought a useless official title. No power, no responsibilities. Just for show. No one in the Xu family holds real government positions. That's always been his biggest regret. Because of this obsession, when Xu Ran reached marriage age, her uncle turned down tons of great suitors, waiting for the perfect moment, until the down-and-out En's Marquis, Yu Lingfeng, showed up. Her uncle finally got interested. He didn't agree right away, but sent people to check out the Marquis household. The results were obvious. The Marquis has no power, no money left, completely fallen. But that's not the point. Her uncle didn't care. Even if the Marquis has no money or power, Xu family has plenty. They can totally cover it. What satisfied him most? Zhu Lingfeng's household is clean. No side chambers, no concubines. Looks upright, no stains on his record. After careful thought, her uncle set the marriage right away. So basically, the whole thing was decided by her uncle. Did anyone ask Xu Ran what she wanted? Her uncle's pretty open-minded. He actually did ask for Xu Ran's opinion. She even secretly went out to check, saw Chu Lingfeng was handsome, and had a nice posture. She was instantly drawn to him, so she agreed to the marriage. In ancient times with strict rules, parents arranged marriages by default. Her uncle getting this far was already pretty rare. Once the marriage was set, Xu Ran left with a lavish 10-mile dowry, a grand wedding. Everyone thought she'd get a perfect marriage. She stepped into the Marquis mansion right at the start of her marriage. Her mother-in-law couldn't wait to hand her the household management. She barely had time to learn the ropes. Everything with power was handed right to her, which looked like trust and support, but really felt like a setup. She and her dad were ready, prepared to help the Marquis family financially. But they never expected. The financial holes were way bigger than imagined. This big Marquis house had not a cent left. When Xu Ran took over, she realized they couldn't cover expenses. Even everyday meals were just thin porridge to get by. The giant Marquis mansion was basically a shell barely holding together. What's crazier is, the wedding costs and gifts were all borrowed by the Chu family. Luckily, Xu family's dowry was huge. Matching assets came with Shu ran back to the Marquis. But the money came back. The debt still stayed. All those loans and gifts had to be paid back piece by piece. She already expected this. So Shuran didn't hesitate. She gave up her personal dowry savings, covered all the Marquis debts in one shot. That huge debt was nothing to her, not even worth mentioning. Seeing all the bad debts cleared, Chu Lingfeng and his mom finally relaxed, with relief all over their faces. Now I totally get it. CEO Lingfeng wasn't looking for a wife. He was basically hunting for a pure no-limit ATM for himself and his whole broke Marquis family. These two are classic. One masterminds, one happily gets played. One schemes, the other is totally willing. I'm speechless. Host, just relax. Don't get so worked up. The best part's still coming up. Shu Ran will rise up big time later, turning things around against the odds. So keep going, or I'm really gonna lose it because of this family. Right after the wedding, Yu Lingfeng was sweet and caring to Shu Ran, treated her well. But only months later, Shu Ran got pregnant. And Chu Lingfeng claimed she shouldn't work or share a bed, then never stepped into her courtyard again. Even when Shu Ran gave birth safely, finished her confinement, he stayed distant and cold, only visiting for the monthly routine once. The rest of the time he completely disappeared. Not long after, CEO Lingfeng got a short-term assignment out of town, said he'd be gone for about 6 months. Shu Ran didn't want him to leave, worried about him, but she still made sure everything he needed was ready for the trip. But after half a year, what came wasn't their return. But tragic news. Yu Lingfeng caught a serious illness while away. Medicine couldn't help. He didn't have much time left. He was rushed back to the Marquis's mansion in the capital. He just disappeared like that. Half a year ago, he was full of life, radiant and energetic. Now, in just half a year, he's seriously ill and dying. Talk about karma. Someone this manipulative and heartless. Even the heavens can't stand it anymore. Host, don't get emotional yet. Keep listening. The truth is darker than you think. Back then, Shu Ran cried every day. She couldn't get over the pain. But in front of others, she forced herself to stay calm, gently comforting her mother-in-law and husband. But on one late night, a whispered conversation shattered all illusions. Worried about her husband, Shu Ran went to check on him at night, only to overhear Yu's mother and Chu Lingfeng's private talk. She discovered a shocking lie. Chu Lingfeng wasn't sick at all. He'd been taking special secret medicine for years, and after it took effect, he'd look weak, his face dull, acting as if he were dying. Even famous doctors couldn't see through it. Mother and son had everything planned. A few days later, Chu Lingfeng would take a fake death pill to cut off and walk away. His whole plan was to fake his death and escape, leave the Marquis's mansion for good. And all those responsibilities in the massive En's Marquis household, every debt and hassle, and caring for elders. He dumped them all on Shu Ran alone. Even worse, back when Shu Ran was pregnant, CEO Lingfeng seemed quiet at home, but he'd already secretly taken on 3 mistresses outside. He feared Shu Ran would find out and demand a divorce out of anger, cutting off his financial support. So he carefully planned this fake death drama. He wants to go do what he truly wants. Break free and leave. Spend his days with his 3 lovers, enjoying the riches of the Su family. Yu's mother is even greedier, promising right then to secretly send 2,000 silver notes to Chu Lingfeng each month, so he and his mistresses can live comfortably and live it up. After all, in their minds, the Shu family has more money than anyone. To them, Shuran is just their lifetime cash machine. I'm seriously stunned. The CHU family mother and son's scheming is off the charts. Also, CHU Lingfeng can enjoy himself. He throws every single responsibility caring for elders, running the mansion, raising kids, onto his wife, leeching off Shuran's fat dowry, spending the wife's hard-earned money, while keeping mistresses for his own gain. They have zero shame. I've seen schemers before, but I've never seen this level of layered plotting. This whole family is something else, digging traps at every step. That night, Shu Ran had no idea how she made it back to the yard. She sat alone in the empty room. She sat there all night. Coldness crept through her whole body. She finally woke up for real. From the start, she was just the CQ family's puppet, a money machine they carefully exploited. These people never genuinely cared about her. Their hearts were filled only with schemes and using her. Since they showed no mercy first, they can't blame her for being ruthless later. Looks like Shu Ran is finally awake. She's ready to fight back. Yeah, ever since that night, Shu Ran became tough and stopped being soft. She secretly sent people to watch CHU's mom and CHU Lingfeng. She's mainly keeping an eye on CHU's mom. She knows the key to escaping is faking death. The antidote is always in CHU's mom's hands. She watched coldly, waiting for this mother and son to finish their absurd act, listening for them to slip up so she could plan ahead and handle everything perfectly. Now that's more like it. Shu Ran finally snapped out of her love obsession. She's sharp and unstoppable now. Before, watching her keep getting manipulated, I almost had a heart attack. Hurry up and keep telling the story. What happens next? 5 days flew by. The big scene played out right on time. CHU Lingfeng took the so-called fake death drug right on schedule. He stopped breathing on the spot. Didn't move at all. Looked just like he had passed away. CHU's mom put on a tragic show instantly. She cried hard at the coffin. Totally heartbroken. But no one expected Shu Ran could act even better than her. Wearing mourning clothes, her face pale, she cried her heart out, nearly fell over, broke down several times, fainted from crying. Lord, how could you leave us alone? Leave us behind. Open your eyes and look. From now the weak and women, with no support, how can we survive? Go. Mother, let me stay with him a bit longer. Just let me see him a few more times. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wow, I'm dying laughing. Shu Ran's acting is god level. Total pro at drama. She looked like she was devastated, full of emotion, while secretly plotting revenge. This is so satisfying. CEU's mom was stuck the whole time. Didn't dare to argue back. Couldn't stop her. Totally deserved it. The craziest part is, while CHU Lingfeng was faking his death, he was completely unaware and got beaten up badly. Talk about unlucky. Only when Shu Ran got tired of crying and beating did she finally stand up. She calmed herself down and started handling CEU Lingfeng's funeral, following old traditions. The coffin had to stay for 7 days. Then it could be buried. Only then would he rest in peace. During these 7 days, Shu Ran stayed alert the whole time. She had people watching day and night, kept track of everything. Watched CHU's mom closely. She knew well. The so-called antidote must be taken within 7 days to work. If it's late, CHU Lingfeng really dies forever. Everyone's been working hard. Since the time isn't right yet, go eat something hot first. You'll need energy to move the coffin later. Here's the key moment. Stop teasing us. Come on, what happened next? The servants all left. Only trusted people stayed. With no one else around, CHU's mom relaxed. She quickly pulled out the hidden antidote, fed it all to CHU Lingfeng. Just as they planned, once he swallowed it, he should wake up soon. While waiting for him to revive, CHU's mom ordered a body brought in, put it quietly to the side. She had it all planned out, just waiting for CHU Lingfeng to wake up and escape. Then switch the body into the coffin. Fool everyone. Cover things up. Xue's mom really thought everything through. Every backup arranged. But this replacement body looked nothing like CEU Lingfeng. Won't people notice when it's buried? The face had been carefully made up, so the features were blurred. Plus, see, Hugh's mom paid off. All the guys handling the coffin. They owed her. So even if someone noticed, no one dared to say a word. Wow, that's super thorough. Every step calculated. No room for error. Looks like everything's ready. But the most important thing is still missing. The antidote was given a while ago. Yet CAU Lingfeng's eyes stayed shut. Still no breath. No signs of waking up. What's going on? Wasn't he supposed to wake up fast? Why is it taking so long? Listen, there is no safe fake death drug in this world. It was a deadly scam right from the start. CHU Lingfeng actually swallowed real poison. This poison acts super fast. Once he took it, he died instantly. His face stayed calm, as if he was just sleeping. No signs of poisoning. Even doctors can't tell. The worst part is, there's no antidote for this poison. Oh my god, it totally blew up. Spent a lifetime scheming, and ended up killing himself. Serves him right. What goes around comes around. Payback always happens. Mother and daughter-in-law know you love your son, and it's hard to let go. But the dead must be respected. Good timing won't wait. We can't delay the burial. Please step aside, mother. Step aside now. Show proper etiquette. Wait, Linfeng. He's not dead. He just took a fake death drug. This is crazy. How dare you do this? Do you know how much trouble this could cause for the CU family? Check the person in the coffin. Bring a doctor right now. Sorry, the Lord was poisoned 7 days ago. He's already gone. There's no chance to save him. No way, how did this happen? Madam fainted. Seriously, if you don't mess up, you won't die. Yep, CHU Lingfeng is the classic no zuo no die case. Wow, Gua Gua, you even use English now. You've really improved. Hey, don't underestimate me. I'm a well-read system, full of knowledge. Okay, we know you're cultured. Stop showing off. Tell us what's next. After CU's mom woke up, knowing her son was already buried, really gone, she fainted again right there. This illness totally ruined her health. She ended up paralyzed, became a total invalid. Now everything's settled. The Marquis mansion is fully led by Shu Ran. She finally made it. Shu Ran focused on raising her child. The Marquis household still has a chance to rise. Shu Ran discovered Madame Chu swap things behind the scenes. They planned for Chu Lingfeng to fake his death and escape. But their so-called fake death potion turned out to be deadly poison. That's karma, I guess. Now everything's truly perfect. The Marquis's house is finally under Shu Ran's control. From then on, Shu Ran cut ties with all her troubles. She fully devoted herself to raising her child, stayed home and lived peacefully. This is real clarity in life. She holds all the power in the Marquis household, sitting on a fortune, living freely and happily alone. We all belong to the Marquis. But the Marquis is gone now, so the Marquis house owes us an explanation. You claim to be his concubines. But do you have any official documentation from the authorities? No proof. Means you're just making trouble on purpose, since there's no document. Is there anyone who can testify? Or any letters or keepsakes to prove your relationship with the Marquis? If you keep insisting, we're sending you straight to the authorities. Sister is gorgeous. Shu Ran finally gets some peace. Over the years, many noble families have sent proposals, urging her to find another good man. She politely turned them all down. Men just slow women down. If she meets another jerk, she'd just repeat the same mistakes. Honestly, living alone peacefully is the best ending. The groom is back to pick up his bride. Host, there's breaking gossip detected. It's about Princess Yuping's secret after marriage. Gotta check it out now. This dowry lineup is something else. Prince Shan and Princess Shan truly dote on their youngest daughter. They were worried she'd be mistreated after marrying. So they prepared a super strong dowry for Princess Yuping. This setup is just wild. And this is only the beginning. There's more coming soon. 15 maids, each with their own skills. Every detail for married life is covered. 20 martial maids, all masters in their craft. They're hand-picked guards from Prince Xian's household. That's some next-level pampering. Normal families don't send their daughters off with this kind of lineup. Host, I might enter upgrade mode soon. Why are you upgrading out of nowhere again? I don't know why either. Lately, the signs of upgrading have been popping up a lot. You used to be really stable. Why so many upgrades recently? Maybe some force is pushing the system to grow. I can't say for sure what's causing it. The system just detects energy building up. Did anything special happen lately, Daobian? But I didn't do anything unusual. Upgrading is always good. Host, don't worry. Yeah, upgrades are nice. But what about after you go into sleep mode? What if there's danger? Can I still count on you? I can't actively communicate, but basic defense is still working. If your life is at serious risk, the system will automatically protect you. Alright, since it's just upgrading, I'll wait for you to come back. Host, I'm entering upgrade sleep mode. I won't be able to talk with you for a while. Take care of yourself. It's suddenly so quiet. Feels weird, honestly. Finally, some free time lately. Staying in all day isn't helping. Let's go out as a family. Take a boat and enjoy the view. Good for our mood too. Boating sounds nice. Yao Yao. You're Yao Yao, right? I've wanted to meet you for ages. It's pretty boring on the road. How about we play a game? Now that's interesting. I'd like to try. Is this how you play? What's going on? How did you guys pick it up on your first try? Yo, we won again this round. How is that possible? I'm the one who taught you. Isn't that the old saying, teach the apprentice and starve the master? Alright, that's enough. We'll stop here today. Yo, are you afraid of losing again next round? No way. Time's almost up. That's all. Why is it stuck? Don't pull it yet. Let me get someone to bring water to clean it up. I'll definitely win back next time. Yeah, you're really hilarious. Laugh if you want to. Don't hold it in. No, I just think the lake breeze is strong. Yo, so you did it on purpose before. Seriously? I get seasick. Miss, are you okay? Hang in there, miss. Drink some water to settle down. Maybe we should dock and rest. Skipping boating for today is fine. It was so hard to rent this boat. Heading back now feels wasteful. If I'd known I'd get seasick, I would have never tried to tough it out. What's happening outside? Miss, it looks like something happened up ahead. The kid fell in and went silent. Maybe there's still a chance. Please move closer. I want to see the child. There's still hope. This girl is so young, but she can save a life. Miss, please, save my child. Don't worry, I'll do my best. Xiaobao, my boy, open your eyes, look at me. Miss, don't. Men and women shouldn't mix. It'll ruin your reputation. Stop talking, save the kid. Yo, since men and women shouldn't touch, let me do it. Let me. I'm his mom. Please teach me how. Pinch the nose. Close the mouth tightly. Blow air in. Let go when you see the chest rise. Alright, 1, 2, 3, blow, keep going. He's been out so long. He's not coming back. Just give up, my son. Why is your fate so hard? Don't listen to them. I'll handle it. My precious boy. You scared me so bad. Get him to see a doctor quickly. Don't leave lingering issues. Thank you for saving our lives. May I ask your name, miss? We'll visit you to thank you properly another day. It was nothing, really. No worries. Miss, are you alright? Please sit and rest. My whole body feels weak. My head's spinning badly. Miss, wait. Please, share this skill with us. This method's called CPR. Press down 30 times and blow air twice. Repeat as needed. Wow, reviving the heart and blood with force. It's truly amazing. Only use this for short-term drowning cases. Always keep an eye on kids and avoid water risks. She shared the skill selflessly. So righteous. Thank you deeply, miss. A heart that saves lives. If you ever need anything, we'll help with everything we've got. No hesitation. Song Yao's not feeling well, so she can't stay long. She got back home surrounded by everyone. Saving someone really wore her out. She slept for 2 whole days after getting home. Careful recovery helped. Only then did she fully regain her energy. After a few days of rest, Song Yao was totally healed, relaxed in her room reading. Miss, there's a guest at the front hall. It's the family of the young master you saved. Our whole family came to thank you for your kindness, miss. The Qian family only has 1 heir per generation. If anything happened to Xiaobao, it would have ended our family line. Thank you so much, miss. Helping someone is nothing. I can't accept such a big gift, but it is the Qian family's heartfelt thanks. Yao, just accept it. If you ever need anything, the whole Qian family will go all out. Thank you, madam. Yao will visit tomorrow. There's something important to discuss. I understand. We'll be expecting you tomorrow. After the guests left, Song Yao quickly grabbed the banknotes and deeds and brought them back home. Better hide them fast. This is my personal stash. Miss Song, you're finally here. Madam's been waiting forever. Yao is visiting today, hoping to team up with the Qian family to open a brand new hot pot restaurant. Hot pot? Madam's tasted so much food, but never heard of something like this. Hearing isn't believing. Seeing is. Madam, can I borrow your kitchen? Smells amazing. I've never smelled anything this good. Miss Song, how do you eat all this raw meat and veggies? Just dip them in boiling broth for a bit, then add sauce and enjoy. Everyone tried it themselves. Curious and tasted the cooked meat. Fresh, spicy, and rich. Wonderful, so delicious. Such a creative way to eat. If we open a restaurant, it'll take over the city. This business. The Qian family is all in. We'll provide all the resources and funds. Yao drafted a contract for a 60-40 split. Please take a look, madam. Qian family provides money and space. Gets 60%. Yao joins with recipes and ideas. Gets 40%. Sounds fair. You're a business genius, miss. Host, no more playing. You gotta attend court early tomorrow. Oh, come on, Guagua. Finally back to modern life. Just one more. Let's ride the Ferris wheel, then head home. Guagua, look. Fireworks outside, so beautiful. Wow, that's gorgeous. Host, we really need to go now. Guagua, can we play just half an hour more? Nope, I'm not leaving. Hey, isn't that so and so? Song Yao. It's really the living Song Yao. And Guagua too. Weren't they in ancient times? Obviously. It's just Song playing around, not willing to leave. Song Yao, Guagua. Why are you two still playing here? Season 2 already ended. Get ready for Season 3. Yeah, seriously. We're freshmen now. And everyone's waiting for Season 3 of Eating Melons in Court. Fans are waiting. Finally, someone helps me convince her. We're working on it, we're working on it. For Season 3, this system finally gets a full upgrade. I'm super powerful now. Everyone, please look forward to Season 3. We'll definitely be back.